Mm-hmm. So close to the funny number.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to Skyllian Rogues Campaign 2, Arcana 12. Unfortunately, we didn't have our session today because of work, but Arcana 12 will resume as normal. We got everybody here today, so without further ado, without further ado, let us start with... Hello everyone, welcome to today with Ask of the One Party Yes and Not Mine. When everybody go ahead and roll me a D100 and we'll see who goes first. Uh, this one and this one. Yeah, alright. Katie's not with you guys anymore, so
The party rule is not working for me again.
I will go first.
still not
again.
working.
Yeah, let me just refresh the thing.
Let me flip a coin and we'll see who goes first. I rolled a 1, which means the lowest will go first. Roll, guys, come on.
I got 68.
I can't see the thing too.
Then just roll normally.
Okay.
No, I will refresh and let you wait for me.
Oh
the one goes
my
first.
god.
I got one that is.
Got 18. Ignis and Kane rolled 68, and I will wait for
Your other is
Ignis.
so close. Okay.
What's with this graph?
Yeah. It was our theorizing. I got a 13.
So this
What, you did
means
that now?
Ignis will go first, followed by J5, followed by Kane, and finally Artio. Alright, Ignis going first again. How do you feel?
Should I feel anything?
Yeah, just asking. Who knows? Maybe you feel something. Or maybe you're dead this whole time. Emotionally.
Well, no,
But-
I'm okay.
You're good. Alright, okay. So, without further ado, the question I'm going to ask you today is simple. Where was it? There you are.
Mhm.
So, Ignis. Wait, which one was it again? Oh no.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay. How generous is your character, especially to people that you don't know?
It depends on the situation, doesn't it?
Go on, elaborate. We have the
I
time.
mean, I'm definitely generous when it comes to things that I have abundance of.
So it depends on the what is abundant to you. Because I feel like
Yeah.
what is
Like-
abundant? Like money? Do you think that's abundant to you right now?
I mean, whatever, because you say generous. So, let's say somebody asks me something. If I have a lot of that something, then I'll give it. And it's easily replenishable or it's not that hard to get it back, then I'll give it. But if it's not, then I mean, I won't.
So
It's mine.
so the status of the people, like the ratio of the people with you, doesn't really matter. You'd give as much money to a foreigner and compared to a
Oh
Your
no,
friend.
I mean the status would also matter, but I mean because you said like to people I don't know, so that's what I meant.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So to people you don't know, based on abundance, but to people you know, you'd help a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't just give money to somebody, but I give money to Haley and Gilvana.
But what if they really need it, Aina?
I mean,
I mean, Ignis.
Oh no! Who's
Breaking the
Aina?
fourth wall. Don't
Oh,
worry
God.
about it. It's just another
mean,
another god. I
again.
know.
wow. I would. It depends. It depends on the situation. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, is somebody watching? Or
So
do
you're
I need to
saying
make a
if
good
it's beneficial to
impression?
you, you'll help them. Otherwise, so you're not being generous then.
I mean, I am when I want to be.
So you're in general not generous, but when you want to be because I don't know, because of external factors like Rex is watching or something, then you'll be generous. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. But also like, if their situation resonates with me, I'd give it.
All right.
Like,
Okay.
oh no, a mother needs to provide to their child. Like I
So
helped
so so
Juju.
in summary, I'm not generous. There's an asterisk at the end there, depending on situations, is what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I've been trying to say this whole time.
Okay. I'm not generous. Thank you very much, Ignis. Moving on. Next would be J5. What about you, J5? How generous would you say you are?
Yeah, well,
Especially to
Mr.
people you don't
Disembodied
know.
Voice.
Yeah.
Um, well, this unit has not much need for uh earthly possessions. This unit only
Take some time to get back.
All right, come on, there
Well,
you go.
good.
Reconnection is successful. Welcome back, guys. Apologies for the interruption. Internet being in internet today. But regardless, J5, go on. Would you
yeah, well,
call yourself generous, J5?
well, seeing as this unit does not require much sustenance to live, this unit is happy to give away most of its earthly possessions
Yeah,
or
that's fair.
homely possessions.
Hey,
Uh, but this unit would prefer to give it away to the people that need it the most.
that's fair. That's fair. But you know, it's kind of like the situation where a millionaire giving 1,000 coins is less than it feels like less generous than a beggar giving 1 gold coin. So let's say if it's giving something that's important to you, like I don't know, a magic item, for example, would you kind of like give it away?
Well, if the person requires it really needs the magic item, this unit would be happy to give it away.
Define really
However,
needs. Like what's your threshold there?
well, the ultimatum is if they didn't get the magic item, they will perish.
Oh, okay, all right. That one confirmed for sure. You're gonna help. I'm assuming.
Yep, confirmed. Well,
J5, give me your
aside from
axe or else I'm gonna die. Then you're gonna give me the ultimate. Easy. That's fair. That's fair.
no, that is true. Well, aside from that, for example, if this unit has no longer need for that magic item, need to use that magic item, and they wanted to have it, this unit will oblige as well.
All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough. All right, thank you very much, J5. Moving on. Next would be Cade. What about you, Cade? Would you consider yourself a generous person?
Yeah.
Yeah? You have no qualms about giving away your possessions?
I mean, a lot of my most precious possessions are sentimental value, and I don't think they would hold value to a lot of other people.
That's fair.
I mean,
Fair.
I don't really. I mean, there is a value in things, but I don't know. I like to have things. Everyone likes to have things. If someone asks me for a thing, I don't know if I like the reason they're asking for it, or I give it to them. I don't know.
All right. What if the reason to ask for that item is to save the world? Would you help?
If the reason to ask for that item is to save the world,
Yeah, exactly. Would you just help the person or not? Or you're more thinking like, okay, this guy's up to something. More like it.
well, you start taking into account things. It sounds like a lie. Not a lot of people have the ability to save the world, so when someone says they have that ability, I immediately get suspicious. It's kind of like the feeling you get when you're walking down the street and you see a guy who says that serum can cure all ailments. Really? All ailments?
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
I don't think I would give them. I'd hesitate to give them an item, but it's less due to generosity and more due to their suspicious ass.
That's fair. That's fair. But other than that, will depend on the situation then, whether or not for you to give your stuff. to them.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess that depends on your definition of generous. I'm happy to give away, I have an excess, so I'm happy to give away food, money, goods, but then you can get into the argument as to whether or not it's truly generous to give things away only when you're in excess. Is it
Exactly.
better?
Yeah.
Is it technically
That's
generous to give away when you don't have?
yeah. Exactly. That's what I was saying to J5 as well. But let's say like I don't know, someone asked for one of your many necklaces that is important to you. Would you give it away? That's when we can consider like, are you really that generous to give away something that's precious to you?
Probably not, but I feel like it would also be I think my generosity is not greater than my consideration. Giving away something that's precious to me would both be inconsiderate to myself and to the person who gifted it to me.
All right,
Mm.
that's fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you very much, Kane. And finally, Artyom. What about you, Artyom? Would you consider yourself a generous man?
It depends on your definition of generous. I am definitely not known for my charity acts.
That's fair.
Of course, that is not to say I will not go out of my way to help, should it be uh, beneficial to me, to put it simply.
Yeah, all right, okay. But if you're getting something in return, that's not really being generous now, is it?
It is not. Well, I suppose it depends how charitable I feel with the deal.
Ah. So you
I-
you do sometimes figure out, I'm losing a little bit in this deal, but why not? Let's help them a little bit. Do you sometimes feel that way?
I don't believe I do.
Ah. So every single help you've given out is usually you receive something in commensurate value.
Immediately or after the fact. After all, being generous with money, for example, is a good way to make long-term allies.
That's true.
I can understand it. I can understand the concept of tipping someone 15 gold for a 2 silver meal, and down the road they will be less willing to poison your food should you ever need to come back. But
That is true.
sake of charity, just for charity's sake, not really.
All right, interesting. Thank you very much, Artyom. And that is everyone in the party. Do you guys want to bring in an NPC and ask them? Also, I just realized the question asked today is in order. Ignis, J5, Kane, and Artyom. Nice. But you guys want to bring an NPC and ask them the same question, guys?
Why don't we? We can't bring the Emperor. Why don't we bring in Mr. Worldbreaker?
World
He speaks for the
Breaker.
Emperor.
Or Heelblade, the Edge Lord.
Hey, you pick.
Or him. And any of the children, because
It's about time you guys
Actually,
find
this
someone
unit
else.
this unit wants to ask the Emperor, but
Hey,
as Mr. Embody Voice here is not powerful enough to bring him in.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
Hey,
go
you
with
know what's
that.
funny?
Sure.
you know what will be funny?
What?
If we call greed.
Greed's not
Oh,
a
greed.
creature,
Hundred,
technically.
Feeling the answer will be very.
Great is in
Suche.
Future.
Searcher, yeah. What if we call Searcher and ask Greed?
You could.
We get 2 in 1, right?
So you want to bring in Sucha?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Let
feel like
me.
the answer is simply too obvious, though.
Well, let us see. As Suture appears at the center of the room. You can see this very lanky, very minimalistic in terms of parts Warforge, only draped in a tattered red scarf and cloak over his head and around his waist as he looks around at you guys. Greetings, everyone. You have hired me. You require my appearance. Where is this? He questions.
Well, it's another plane. Honestly, we don't really know. It feels like another reality.
Reality. Interesting. turns to the big ball by his side. And who is this? Just a background observer, dude. Just deal with them. He turns back to you guys. Why am I here?
For shits and giggles, mostly.
Is that so? Very well.
Well, actually, we are here against our will, and we are imprisoned here by that floating eyeball. It seems that we will only be released if we answer one of its questions.
A more
And the
desirable.
question for today.
You can see like a couple of Ignis would notice a couple of wires retracts back into his tips of his fingers. I see. That is a more desirable approach. Please proceed.
What are you doing? Oh my god! Well, the question for today, Mr. Switcher, is that how generous are you? Yep. There you go. How generous are you?
I have little care for personal belongings. In that case, I would say I am very He stops mid-sentence. No, I do not think I am generous at all. Everything should be collected by me. No one should dare take away my... Apologize, friends. It seems there is something wrong regarding the souls you have given me. I will need to have a conversation with him later.
Wait, Suture, I thought you're very good at wisdom. It's taking over you now?
No.
It's only been a day.
I will be fine, Miss Ignis. You do not have to worry. Regardless, regarding the question, I have no need for personal belongings. Any changes are performed directly onto my body to make myself more powerful, to serve the Emperor. Beyond that, please, if you need anything, let me know. I will see if I can provide it to you. Are we done here? Yeah, we're good. So you can just poof, and he disappears from the room. And that
That's a proper gentleman.
And that is everyone in the party plus an NPC. So okay, here, there you go. Thank you very much for coming and answering my question. We're gonna stop here for now, get back to reality, and let the party decide. And let the party decide on where they're planning to go next. Because to be honest, I only have some idea, but we'll see after. So let's go back. Alrighty. So that is a little bit strange. 1 second. Let me just alright. Nope. Okay. Alright, okay, so as usual, I'm gonna start with last session. Last session, you guys got into a meeting with Emperor Baldur. However, before the actual meeting, you guys made a detour to a museum exhibit about the history of the Emperor himself. During the meeting, you guys, the Emperor provided guarantee that the soul of Ash will be treated kindly, and any progress report will be informed to you. In turn, you guys revealed what you guys know about the souls, about the disasters, and about terrors, and multiple other topics. In the tail end of the discussion, the Emperor offered you guys to kind of like hand the artifacts and the tattoos that you have over to him. He gave the usual spiel about coins or magic item that you guys would want. But he also offered a different reward this time. First, he offered a pardon from Clocktown to J5 for all the criminal activities that he had done, so to speak. He was also even willing to provide J5 a position in the Warforged Resurrection project that he had in plan. And in addition, is to provide a meeting between Artyom and Thaddeus Atkins, a person that Artyom's been looking for a while now. So, right now, you had just returned from your meeting with Emperor Baldur. It was a long meeting, and you can feel the mental exhaustion creep in. But you guys need to decide on what to do next. So you sit in the pit at the center of your room, debating on how to proceed until well after the sun sets. As the night grows late, is there anything you guys want to do before you guys go to bed?
Like, also, did we not change to the actual screen we're still in today with us? Industry. Oh, never mind.
It changed
Okay,
from
my
already.
screen just updated.
Okay.
Okay.
This takes a while. Very delayed.
Yeah, I still have foresight. I can try to scry on Artyom's what do you call?
Nemesis?
Yeah. Artyom has either a sketch of what he looks like or something of his. Do you? I'll go and ask him.
Something of his. Let me look through my inventory quickly.
Even better if it's like blood or a piece of skin.
Well, if I had his blood or his piece of skin, we would not be here talking about him.
You never know.
I'm sure there will be plenty after we're done, but for now, I think a sketch might suffice.
Okay.
Right. So you're gonna do the printing method again?
Yes.
Alright. Go ahead. You summon your bot, right, to do it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I think if I recall, we did what, intelligence, performance check, was it?
Okay.
don't remember.
I'm not proficient. I think it was just spellcasting, but I could do
It was Tinker's tool. Because
Tinker's
if
tool?
you're not Tinker,
Painter's tool. Because that's the thing.
I think so.
You know what? Since none of us remember, let's just go with dexterity.
Because he used the all-purpose tool thingy.
All-purpose tool, yeah, that makes it the painter's tool. That's fine. So you can go ahead and make, and you ask your bot to do it, right? So
Yes.
we'll go with intelligence painter's tool check, please.
Okay. I'll click on artisan tools because same thing.
Yep.
Intelligence, proficient, yes.
33. As you request the bot to sketch out the appearance of this individual, you start to get the features that you remember he has. He is a human, if I recall correctly. Human. One second.
Goatee, large glasses, kind of slick, thinning hair.
Yeah.
Smaller than average nose, I want to say.
And yeah, the appearance of this man appears on the paper as the bot slowly sketches him out.
There he is.
Okay.
Will that suffice?
Yes. So it's good because I'll keep that in mind. It's good because I haven't met the guy, so
that you only gain
He has a +3.
He has a +3 on a wisdom saving throw against you. Alright, 1 second.
Hoping he dumped wisdom in favor of intelligence, like I did.
Alright. Let me roll for it. Wisdom saving throw +3, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you focus the spell on him as you try to get a visual on this man. The mirror, I think, right? Your equipment, the mirror that you hold
Yep.
your reflection begin to slowly fade away to darkness on the other side. In fact, you only see a single source of light. It seems to be coming from a table, kind of like a dining table of sorts, where you see a lone man, as described by Artyom, standing under that light, holding a couple of sheets of paper in his hand and a mug on the other. He takes a sip on that thing, takes a couple of sip of that drink, reads through the paper, scratches his chin for a bit. He begins
I
walking.
mean,
Yeah.
okay, continue.
He
Well,
begins
I guess
walking away.
I'll try to keep an eye out on anything that may like tell us which region, which continent.
Yeah. Looking at him for a bit, he walks out of that light that he was in, and another light begins to open up, begins to illuminate the room. As he walks away from that light, and another one begins to illuminate, allowing you to see this kind of like sterile room, white wall, gray-ish floor, mostly white as well, with a bunch of different crates and different materials and machineries that you've never quite seen before. Even you've been in Contacle, so you've seen a bunch of contraptions over there, but looking at the machineries that he has in this room is very alien to you. There are a couple of what do you call magical runes that are embedded into the sides of it as he walks past what do you call it? Walk past one of the table, places his mug over there, and begins walking away to a raised platform for a bit before the light in that area illuminates to see essentially a 10-foot tall Besmertny. As he stands and stares at the machine, he kind of looks at it for a bit, scratches his head, kind of walks inside, kind of looks on the inside, and then walks over to a different table where there is a smaller version of Besmertny, and is trying to put the wires and machineries together, and there's a little spark coming up from the little one, and he strikes the little Besmertny as it falls off the table, then looks back at the bigger one and scratches his head. And that's where the vision ends.
I would have mentioned everything to Artyom
Yep.
as I see it.
The
In
old person
case
managed to bring it to life. Well, mimicry of life.
yes, I don't really know what I was looking at. It's a bunch of missionaries that are out of my depths.
It's not terribly surprising. He did steal our research and, well, didn't know what to make of it.
Well, was there anything that could have told me where this place is?
Not really. No, there's no window in the place that you saw him just now. The room is mostly dark. So from what you can see, it was just a sterile room, sterile white room with machineries all over. You've never seen anywhere like this before, anywhere like that before, if I recall correctly. So no, unfortunately.
Okay. So I don't know what to do. How would we even find him? Unless
Not
I
yet somewhere in the palace, right?
somewhere else.
In the palace.
He's
What?
referring to Ellis Seth,
The what?
right?
Am I? I'm saying somewhere in the palace.
Oh, in the
Oh.
palace, right? Okay, my bad. I heard that wrong.
What is LSF?
One
What
of
did
the
I invoke?
one of the people that you met before, remember? The people who work in a different
Yeah.
department.
The one who has the thing that we're looking for the Warforged cure.
SIV.
The Prismari cube or something.
How was it?
I mean, I don't know this place. I mean, I don't know. Like, sure, the guy might be so rich that the palace could be just anywhere, not here. We could ask Sarah, but that would be like a giveaway that we're gonna look for him ourselves.
We could go look at the prototype tomorrow. Since we've scheduled it already.
Yeah, but that's not with him, though.
If you would allow me to finish.
Okay.
I thought we can then dig around. Either Kane can explore the back rooms of wherever these prototypes are stored and perhaps find a document leading back to him, or we can simply quiz the salesperson.
Okay.
I can explore some back rooms.
I knew you would.
Show me your secrets.
So, you're planning to go to sleep now, and tomorrow go to the shop and get the demonstration, and at the same time sneak in the back rooms. Is that what you're trying to do?
Seems to be the case.
All right. So, you finished up your discussion for the day, and one by one, you guys enter your own rooms and try to get some rest after today's meeting. The meeting with the Emperor have not been set yet for your next meeting, but you'd know that you can arrange it with Sarah whenever you guys are ready to make a decision. You take your long rest, and sleep comes to you without an issue.
Wait. Before I
Oh,
long, I'm gonna also spy my mom.
of course.
Would there be anything? I mean, I think it's, who was it? Ignis would try to scry whenever she can on her mom, just to see if there's anything different in her routine.
Most of the time, no different. You've scried on her several times in the past few days, maybe, and during the whole time, you notice that she's been mainly drinking tea, staring off into the distance, drinking tea, staring off into the distance. That's it.
Is this even my mom? I mean, is this retirement? Is this retirement or is this a loop back?
A feedback
Anyway, I'll
loop, you
keep
mean?
yeah. A feedback? Sure. Yeah, that's okay. So
Alright.
I guess tonight is also nothing different.
Is there magic that can do that, Rain?
I'm sorry?
Is there anything they can do
I
that?
mean, it's magic.
Uh-huh.
If you prepare for it, it's definitely possible. The thing is, you have to prepare for it.
Is there a magic item that lets me see the same thing again and again?
You can roll Arcana check, see if you know
Let
that's
me
like
roll
something that's been created that does that.
Okay, I
Guidance,
mean,
sir.
let's go. Oh, really?
19.
Oh,
I
man.
can flash that.
It's the end of the day.
26. 26, you would know that you don't know any magic items that have been created for that particular purpose. But given your knowledge on how spy network works and how sovereign countries try their best to prevent people from, scrying on them, it's entirely possible that someone has created something like that. But you figured if something like that does exist, it's going to be very rare because what do you call? Because it's an item for a very specific purpose. There's a
It
reason
has
why.
to be like a royalty to afford it, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There's a
What? I
reason why.
mean,
There's a reason why people created. The most used spell is Fireball because it deals a lot of damage. You can burn stuff, can destroy buildings. It's versatile. When something gets too specific, it just doesn't really register for most people. So yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like what's in
Um,
your spell list is just what your class gives you. You can and always learn more as you grow and everything. So yeah.
hmm. Who else can I spy on my from my backstory?
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
yeah, I just want to make sure that this
Uh-huh.
is not a
Uh-huh.
feedback loop.
Uh-huh.
Can I spy on uh one of the main people within the main people within the council?
Which one?
Let me check my notes. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we met this person, the barbarian, Pyre,
Pyre.
or the grandson Cinch. I'll go with
Which
Pyre
one?
first.
Pyre.
Pyre.
Okay. So you focus on the spell, attempting to scry on Pyre. Koa Haulani. You try to focus on his vision. Let me see what he rolls. You focus on the spell, trying to peer through the veil, trying to see where this guy is. Your reflection kind of shimmers for a moment before it slowly fades into your reflection again.
Ah man, I'll do Cinch.
You'll do Singe. Alright. This time the mirror shimmers to the same effect, but this time the reflection fades out and in comes the image of Singe, diligently swinging his sword at a dummy, basically taking a couple of swipes with his left hand with his claw and another with just his sword, striking it again and again and again, and he falls down to the ground tired for a bit. He wipes off the beads of his sweat on his forehead, stabs the sword in the ground, and stands up, walking over to a table on the other side and gonna have a drink a little bit and chat with a female fire genasi who's there the whole time, apparently observing, carrying a towel for him to wipe off his sweat. He takes a couple of breaths for a bit, takes a couple of sips, and then continue on swinging at the dummy, seemingly practicing his combat this late at night.
Can I hear any like chatter from the mates or anything?
Perception check, please.
Wee. Oh, wait a minute! I just realized
What?
I still have foresight, so I have advantage on everything. Can I roll the Arcana check again?
Let's say no. Go ahead.
I'll roll this one though with advantage.
Go ahead.
It's like that.
With the 17, you are able to hear whispers from the maids nearby. They're mostly kind of like chattering, like, "Do you think he's still single? I don't know. He's like a son of the council. I mean, I should try and shoot my shot, right? I think he's been with a lot of women to think about you. Oh, you're cruel. I'm just saying the obvious.
Okay, nothing particular looking. Okay, that's fine. I'll end it today.
Alright. So, you wake up the next morning, feeling a bit more refreshed. You heal up your wounds, you regain your abilities as the sun slowly peers into each of your room, waking you guys up. But yeah, a new day has begun, and the city is still there for you. Sarah knocks on your door. One of you go over, pick it up, as she has breakfast on a tray, essentially already prepared for you, helping to spread all the food on the table. She turns to you and mentions, "Oh, don't forget you have that meeting with the what do you call it, the salesman? It's at 10, so we have about 4 hours. Yeah,
Okay.
no, not 4 hours. I say 3 hours. Yeah, we have about 3 hours." And
Uh,
yeah,
okay. No, nothing.
all right.
Okay.
Let me know. I'll be in the next room. If you need some like extra food or something, we'll be happy to provide you with it. And the Emperor also said if you guys want to meet with him, just let me know and I can arrange the room at a meeting for you. All right?
At
Okay.
any time?
Well, not immediately, of course. He has things on his schedule, but he'll clear it out for you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll be next door. If let me know if you need anything. Okay. Bye. She gives you finger guns as she walks out the
Wait.
room. Open the door again. Yep.
Uh, what other like big
Big.
monuments? I guess I'm trying to find buildings other than the castle. Is it a castle actually where the empire is and all?
Yeah, I'd say that's a castle. No, 1 second. Yeah, I'm not sure if I named it. PPP location.
Like anything as big as that, or anything that are uh close enough. Like I'm sure there's nothing that could rival Empire's castle, but uh,
Let's see. So we have the Magical Academy to the west. That's where we have like 3 academies over there. We have the Wizard Academy, we have a military school, and also we have kind of like a general historical school that we have over to the west side. Kind of like education district a little bit over there, kind of mixed in with people and students and living in that area. So if you're interested in going to school, she kind of shrugs. You go over there. Let's see. I'm not sure if you're allowed over there. I think you can. I mean, you guys are famous. I'm sure you get clearance for it. So we have kind of like an agricultural kind of district over to the northeast. We got some farmlands. We got some what do you call it? Open fields to take care of some animals. We got some fisheries and even mines over there. If you're interested in that kind of thing. That's that. And then of course the entertainment district. That's where we have everything. We have a what we call a theater where people can have open shows and plays that you guys can watch. We also have an arena where we have gladiatorial fights for professional fighters in the city. We have a large pool that you guys can go over and hang out. We got an aquarium. It's kind of like a not just a small box, but like a really large box, and you can walk inside the box without drowning and that kind of stuff. It's fun.
what?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
What?
We kind of like keep all sorts of kind of like creatures in there. It's a nice place to visit. Good place for dates. So if you're dating anyone, you can go there. So
Is a date a prerequisite?
no, but
All right, I'm going to the aquarium.
Nope, there you go. Other than that, there's of course shopping malls where we got a lot of smaller shops in there. We got a lot of eateries as well. We got a can't remember what we call that. Oh, I didn't remember what it's called. We got a jewel ball arena as well if you guys are interested. Some rock climbing places. We got some obstacle courses. All paid services in the entertainment districts. A bunch of stuff. What are you guys into, by the way? Other than the aquarium, that is.
Uh, well,
A little bit of everything. Dancing, climbing, fighting, dating, shopping, eating, stealing, praying, gambling,
one of those are not like the
romance.
other. I really don't suggest you do that over here. I don't know,
Well,
but I don't know how it is, everywhere else. But
You have a
over
problem
here,
here,
definitely no.
probably.
this unit has
Is
only
it like
Kate first, go ahead.
Okay.
no, I'll just continue with the bit. It was just like, oh, so you don't like us platinum things? Okay, got it.
No, yes, Mr. J5.
This unit has always been interested in the science exhibition, technology wise, or
Ooh.
magical thing.
That one, we do
They
have a couple of museums over in that district. However, if you're interested, you might want to, talk to actual scholars. In the academy, there's some, but of course, most of the big guys are in the castle. Of course, it's kind of like a mix between administrative building and the emperor's residence. So, most of the big departments in what do you call in the empire is located over there, so most of the leaders are over there.
That's interesting.
So if you need anything, let me know. I'll be next door. So yeah, she walks out and poof, close the door behind.
okay.
Guys, I'm assuming we discussed yesterday that Kane's gonna do some sneaky thing, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna as Sarah, was it her name? Sarah, right?
Sarah, yes, that's correct.
Yeah, Sarah walks out of the room and everything is quiet again. I'm gonna push something over to Kane. Well, friend Kane, this unit has a what do you call that? Has a uh a feeling that you might need this. As I push a spray looking bottle towards Kane.
I'm so confused.
Oh my god. It's the
It has 10
bath water.
fingers.
Oh my god. Why do we still have?
It has 10 users.
We just assume we have
Please can you
infinite
use
stock.
it wisely. Oh my god. Well, unfortunately, this unit does
It's
not
not
incorporate your bath water in it.
Aw.
Perhaps in future iterations, maybe some sort of a perfume or cologne.
So wait, is this supposed to just smell nice? And Kane kind of like gives an experimental like spritz in the air to smell it.
Does it smell nice? J5?
What?
The
Kane's bath
bottle.
water?
Yes.
Does it smell
No,
like
the
colon?
bottle does not have any smell. It's just normal smelling thing, I guess.
He sprayed the contents onto the table for a bit so he can smell.
If you spray on the content, nothing happens, right? You have to. I mean, it's invisible spell, so you have to get a picture. Right?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you try to
Table cleanser as well?
you try to spray it into the air. Nothing seems to happen. Basically, no smell whatsoever.
All right, so do I have to distract this girl if we want to get anywhere again today?
No. It's just a note like, hey, your character did that.
Okay. Well, are we hitting the aquarium, or are we actually like doing work?
I,
We
I
have a
think we're
few
good.
hours.
Oh, we have a few hours for the meeting. We can check out the aquarium.
Yes.
All right, so you guys headed off to the aquarium, yeah?
I hope they have sharks. Sharks.
All
There is
right.
like
Calm
someone
down,
muses
Kane.
level 20 rogue is like excited about an aquarium.
And sharks.
I mean,
Excuse
sharks I
me,
understand.
sir.
Sharks I understand.
You guys would be so excited if you went to to a place with, I don't know, robots roaming around.
I've lived in a whole city full of them. It's not spectacular to me anymore.
No, but you'd still probably watch it if there was like, say, let's say there was a little one scrolling down the street and it had googly eyes on it or something, and it had like a little package on its top, and you're like, oh, look at this little gentleman going about on his way doing his job. You'd be interested.
I think I'll look at Besmerny, who's like chirping by his side and going, I hereby revoke your permission to ever accessorize Besmerny, should you want to in the future.
That was a thing we could do.
Not anymore.
I had permission to accessorize him the whole time. I could have given him such a dapper gentleman's hat.
I believe the extent to which I'm willing to make him a little person is giving him a name and referring to him as him and not it. And silly little
So
cats might
is-
get too much.
By the way, so there's sea urchins who like to put hats on their head. Does Besmerny like to do that? Is that a crab tendency, or is it limited to sea urchins?
I'm unfortunately unfamiliar with the nautical life in order to know that. But let me refer to my knowledge.
You know where we can learn about that? At the aquarium.
Or a library.
So,
Let's go. They'll know the answer.
We could read, not rain.
Right?
Excuse you, a little insensitive. You can read.
Oh no.
Hey, you can
can't
read.
We can read.
It's gonna take fucking forever if I have to read that.
Yeah, but you can read. You can't say I can't read. You can read. You know how to read.
So much
It just takes you
work.
longer.
It's so much work. It's just easier for someone to tell me what it says.
Okay, sometimes
put-
things are worth the effort.
If you put half as much effort into reading as you did in flirting, I believe you would make quite
Wow.
a scholar.
wow.
Oh, come on, man. I did try. I tried. You want to know how many rich folk wanted me to recite poetry to them? I would spend like hours at my house looking at those stupid poems by the candlelight, and it was just easier to memorize it. Like, really.
Someday I want to see how that looked.
Hey, maybe if we make like you said when you read words like jumbled up and all that, right?
Yeah, it's like they just start moving. They're really inconsiderate. They don't like to stay in one place. Kind of like it's like little hermit crabs on the sand, always scuttling around, moving, even if you try to arrange them.
Well, Artyom and J5 are smart and have made crazy things. What they could probably make like special glasses for you to read easier.
Who knows? Who knows? I got this intelligence tattoo and it didn't help. So,
Yeah,
Anyway.
but that's a tattoo. You need to use your eyes that goes to your brain or whatever.
Has anyone
Yeah.
actually ever tried to cast Remove Curse on you?
Is it a curse?
Very well could be.
a curse that keeps me from reading easily. Yeah, sure, okay. Who cursed some 5-year-old to not read? That's ridiculous.
Well, considering your family,
True. Not to mention it persists through your bodies. You have been reincarnated, given a whole new body, and yet here you are.
that's true.
Okay, aquarium time.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys begin making your way back towards the. You don't know where the aquarium is, so you knock tick, 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 on Sarah's door, and Sarah opens the door, all well dressed already. Hi. So where do you like? Where do you want to head for? The aquarium? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kane
Uh,
is very
Hell yeah!
excited.
Are
all
there people
right.
there to tell us about?
I'm sorry.
Are there people there who can tell us about the fish?
Oh, yes, definitely. They have like guides that can walk around. But I don't know. I feel like you guys would know more about these kind of stuff, right?
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, if they have fish specific to this region, then I wouldn't know anything about it.
Oh,
Learned
all
so
right.
many new
Okay,
fish.
fair enough. Fair
Which
enough.
ones taste the best?
All right, come on. Follow me. Follow me. And she brings you over towards the entertainment district again. You guys were staying to the south, so it's kind of a little bit idea. You're gonna have some time to make your way through the streets to get to the entertainment districts, and you can really see the jarring difference between the various districts. Where you're from, it's very packed, filled with houses and accommodations of floors upon floors upon floors. But the moment you cross over to the uh, entertainment district, you can feel the air a little bit fresher. You can see the kind of like the noises seem to kind of like die down from all the hustle and bustle, and has kind of a more relaxation aura to it. And Sarah leads you over almost to the very edge of the what do you call of the island. It brings you over to here, the large building in the distance that you can see apparently is the aquarium. So you begin making your way over there, and over there you can immediately see Merodrath Aquarium, they call it. And there are not many people lined up. But Sarah kind of like walks over towards the line. She kind of looks at you guys. Oh, one moment. Let me see if I can. And she walks off, talks to the people at the door for a bit, and you can see the people at the door were like shocked. And then she shows something from her chest. The girl kind of looks at it for a moment and then nods. And then Sarah walks over back to you. All right, we get to skip the line. Come on.
Ooh.
Nice.
What? That seems unfair.
Well, you had to do a lot to get to where you are right now, so think of it like a perk rather than not fair.
Plus, we have meetings to go to in 3 hours. 2 hours? Okay, we just let's go. We can be in line
Oh
another
no, I am the bourgeoisie.
Yes, yes, you are.
You
I'm
earned
crying.
it.
What has
Enjoy it.
become of my life?
I'm rich. Oh my god. Sarah leads you past all the people lined up through the gate. A couple of people kind of like look at you, kind of like annoyed. Like the older people look at you, kind of like annoyed, like who are these people cutting lines? Because they themselves look rich already. You know, they're wearing like very fancy clothes and everything. But the kids, the younger kids or the teenagers, they look at you and like, oh my god, that's TBC this ass. You know, just whispering amongst the kids. Some of them wanting to approach, but like, shouldn't. As the parents are there, as you guys make your way inside the building itself. Upon entering, you are brought through this kind of like dark area for a bit, and at this point, you will see Sarah is accompanied by a half-elf male, slightly shorter than Sarah, more lanky. He has large round glasses, blonde hair swept to the side. He's wearing this what do you call a tunic with kind of wave pattern, white and blue, and wearing shorts with gold trimmings as well. The two of them chat for a bit before the male elf walk over to you guys. Hello everyone. My name is Sandal, and today I will be touring you guys around the aquarium. I heard you guys are a very special guest for the Emperor, so I'll do my best to give you this amazing experience. Okay?
Woo!
All right. So, Let us begin. And he brings you over to the various section of the place. It kind of first goes through this dark tunnel before arriving. You didn't notice that you've entered the aquarium because suddenly you begin to see kind of like glowing lights coming from the left and right of you. When the kid, sorry, what was his name again? I literally just mentioned it just now. Sandal, that's it.
Sandal.
The kid turns to you guys and explains. So, first of all, we have the deep sea section. So these tanks over here are very, very pressurized. So if we break this, it's gonna explode on us and we might die. So, we don't do that. But we have some very, very strange fish that we have taken from the deep, deep water. We call it the underdeep. Where there are many strange creatures that you can find, and kind of allows you to see there are a couple of. It seems like there are normal fish, like in that you would see, Kane, but most of them are either kind of like slightly disproportionate, and some of them have always have kind of like some bioluminescence ability where they produce lights along their body, or they're able to spit light from their mouth, and then you notice like something obscuring everything else for a moment. You're like, ah, there you go. That's a deep shark. It's very big, and can kill you in one bite. So very careful. Be very careful. Usually people don't go this deep, but if you get in there, they will not hesitate to eat you.
Sounds fucking
Uh-huh.
sick.
Now, moving on, and it brings you over to a separate section where it's kind of like you just walk past a darkness spell. Basically, the moment you enter, you walk past this threshold, you arrive at a more vibrant and colorful place with corals and various kind of like beautifully colored fish. Some you've seen, Kane, others you've not. You can actually see there is a divider directly overhead of you, and when you touch the mirror, the glass on either side, the left side is actually slightly warm, the water, while on the right side is slightly colder, where you can see different kinds of fish appear on either side. And he kind of goes on explaining to you these are like the left side, a majority of the fish you've seen before. All these tropical, colorful fish you've seen before at home, you've caught them, you've eaten some of them, you've seen them in the sewer sometime. But on the right side, you see more. I wouldn't say strange, but like more out of the ordinary, because you can see like some of the fish have almost like strange proportions. Some of them have extremely long bodies, and some of them were able to produce this almost like magical effects. You kind of see it similar effects to how when Ignis casts Firebolt, you see similar effect that one of the fish that was like swimming around, arriving at another creature and just shoots out not fire but like boiling water basically at another fish, and the fish immediately dies and start to sink down, or the fish and it goes on to gobble it up. Kind of goes on to explain what the right side, that's the fish that is captured in the vicinity of the Empire. And these fish are usually what you call magically infused due to the nature of being in proximity to Shimon, where there is a large variety of creatures, and then the magical properties of Swifle allowed it to become a very kind of like a mix between a very evolved and also magical creatures swimming in the ocean. And he goes on a little bit more, explaining this and that, and during the whole time you can see Sarah herself is actually enjoying the experience. It's like you get the feeling that Ignis, you get the feeling that she's never been here before, and she's enjoying the presentation as much as Kane by the looks of it. But by the end, the sandal brings you over across to the other side, where it opens up to it is no longer has that tunnel experience, but instead it's just a large open space where people can dine, buy some souvenirs, and then see some fish that is swimming around as the wall, because they just have the aquarium as the wall instead of proper world. And that is everything. I hope you really enjoy it. I'm not sure if you've seen many of the fish there before, but if you have any other questions, you can let me know. I'll be here for you guys. All right?
Thank you very much.
All right,
I'm gonna
perfect.
go back and look at the sharks.
All right, you go around and try to find the shark section, where they can like have some of them are the more docile one are kept with the rest of the fish, but you can see that they have separate sections for the more aggressive one and individual tanks for the large and aggressive sharks that you can see. One of them apparently is it has a large tank on its own. It has a couple of other small fishes swimming in there, and you see the label. It says 1 second. Yeah. It says this is the what do you call the shark that was discovered at the borders between Shimon and Zweifel, where apparently it has been terrorizing its people over there. And after a while, a group of adventurers were able to subdue them. But instead of killing it, they knocked it unconscious and then presented it as a gift to the emperor. And the emperor donated the fish to the aquarium so that all can see.
Wait. Who's that group of adventurers?
It is some unknown group called Lacrimosa. You've never heard of the group, but apparently that's a thing. You can see the shark in the tank. You don't actually see the shark in the tank right now, but you do see in the distance there is this kind of like a formation of boulder with a cave inside it, which you probably assume where the shark is. Apparently called Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini.
Does the name itself have any meaning?
I can go ahead and roll history check with me.
I would like to. History.
Who named the shark?
The shark. You read the description tag for a bit. It doesn't really say. Gemini has a connotation in spellcasting. It kind of like sorry, what was the term? Academic spellcasting, like the more formalized method of spellcasting. It's a term used to name what do you call when a spell has multiple targets. Offering usually referred to as a twin rune.
Oh, it has a twin?
Oh, right, Gemini.
But right now, during this time, you try to peek. You can't really see. Go ahead with perception check, Kane, as you try to observe where the shark is.
Can I see too?
Yeah, go ahead.
As a method of advantage. Can I help
Can I
King see?
try and
Sure.
see too?
Kane, roll one more
All
time
right.
because what do you call it? Ignis is helping you.
This is helping.
And
Oh
also add a
wow! Add a
5
d4
and
as
8.
well. Roll a d4.
In contrast, can I try and see too?
Yeah, go ahead. 27 and
Let me
13. All right. The two of
Well,
you
of
try.
all things, perception no +1, J5. Of all the things that you have.
The two of you
Yep.
give a look at the tank. It's not that difficult. J5, you'll be able to see two pairs of eyes in the what do you call it? In the
Tank.
cave, in the tank. Two pairs of eyes hiding in the cave. You can't really see the body of these figures, but you notice these creatures are looking at you directly. Again, you would be able
Give it
to
away.
kinda get its form. It looks like it's not one, but two creatures, apparently. It seems to have that very familiar, kind of like sleek body appearance, but in addition to that, you can see there are some extravagant looking fin, like one you would look at you would find in a fighting fish or something. But these fins seemed more ethereal rather than physical as it dances in the water, but does not emanate any light, which makes it hard for J5 to see, but you're able to notice it. You do also notice that the pair seems to be looking at you.
I'm sorry, I missed. Was it J5 or me it's looking at?
One is looking at J5, one looking at Cade. That's two of them.
Oh.
I stare back.
Go ahead, make a wisdom saving throw for me,
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
You come to the damn aquarium and end up in a fight for my life. You said saving check or
Saving
Saving
throw,
throw.
wisdom
Saving
saving throw.
Ignis,
You
you can.
feel
I can give advantage.
Anger? Shouldn't it be love?
are you giving advantage?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. You rolled a 26. There you go.
26. Alright. You
Nobody cares.
you feel a sense of dread in your chest, which immediately makes you want to run away, but you kind of like laugh at yourself a little bit. What are you doing? You faced 1,000-foot titans. You faced like little fucking, like, what do you call, like 1,000-headed hydras. Something like this is not a problem, and you kind of chuckle at the situation. Then you begin to hear a voice in your head.
Oh!
Oh my god.
How are you not frightened of us?
You're cute.
Don't worry. I think this one is special, brother. Is that so? Then perhaps he may be your salvation. Perhaps. As the two fish begins to come out from their cave, basically. Now you're able to, all four of you are able to see the full-fledged visage of Gemini, of this pair of giant. The body itself has the features of a shark for the most part. Kind of look like a thin, long one. I don't remember what it's called. Blue shark? Is that a thing?
Eel. No, no.
No,
There is a
no.
blue shark.
Hammerhead?
No, not a hammerhead. I think it's a blue shark. Where it's not. It doesn't have any extraneous features. Very thin and long, but the body itself is much more flexible than you would recall in a shark. And the fins, where usually it's just that gray stub. This one, it seems to emanate this really strong energy coming from it. One of them is black with a red streak right on his forehead, and it's emanating this golden fin, quote unquote, so to speak, as it swims around, while the other one is white with a blue streak across its head, and emanates this silver powder almost as it's swimming around the two of them. And as these two emerges, you can hear a crowd basically like woo, forming, shouting in the background, and they all start to approach the area. But as the two of them kind of like strike a pose right in front of the tank, I'm gonna need all of you to go ahead and roll wisdom saving throw again for me.
Oh, I thought
What?
initiative. Hidden saves. Oh my god.
Wisdom
look
saves.
at
You
Also,
that.
gonna do the
I'll
thing?
do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're gonna have to fight D5.
I'll give advantage to Arthur.
Thank you. I didn't want to beg, but thank you.
It's either you or J5, and I feel like J5 has a bunch of things.
Yep. D5 has a bunch of things
I'll
except for
flash
being
my
wise.
snow.
Oh, well. Yay, and Ignis, the one that
Okay.
does not need the net 20's got a net 20.
J5, let's
I was really
flash
worried
each
that
other.
my last roll was too good and I was gonna
Alright.
have that this time.
J5,
even if
let's-
you flash me, I'm gonna fail.
Okay,
Oh,
flash
who
to
knows?
a 16,
Plus
22.
16, okay. Sure. Let's flash each other. I'm gonna flash it.
All right, 16, 22. You immediately hear the crowd kind of like as they flash, and immediately you can hear like a kid crying in the background, and the crowd gonna go almost
Of
simultaneously just
fear.
like sigh and immediately start to like turn away, step away from the creature, almost like worried that they're going to slam onto the mirror. You can feel the sense of dread filling your chest as well, J5, but you've seen this kind of situation before. You're able to still hold your ground, but you are frightened of this creature as your instinct tells you to step back. But you're able to stand your ground while you see on your side Sarah fallen onto her ass at this point, kind of crawling back a little bit, kind of regretting being so close to the mirror. As
Oh my
the three of you that did not get frightened, J5, unfortunately you did hear this. You would hear the voice going out, calling out. You have arrived here. You shown yourselves to be special. In that case, we would like to ask for your help. As the two
no.
of the fish kind of swimming. Free us. Free us from this cage. And we will
Hey.
reward you handsomely.
Is this a mythical beast? Would this count as a mythical
You
beast?
don't have to roll nature check. Yes, it is a mythical beast.
God, it's a mythical beast. Can
We're
I
doing the
talk
Free
back?
Willy part! Yeah!
No, we're gonna be so hated. Wait, how? What's the size? Is it large?
It is large. That is correct.
Is it a
large?
beast?
I'd say it's huge rather than large. One second.
It is
Uh,
a mythical beast. It is a beast.
Yeah, it is a beast.
well, the dryad is not a beast.
It's not a mythical beast.
It is a
What
mythical
exactly
beast.
does it mean that it's a mythical beast?
Dryads are dryads, right?
Dryads,
the big
dryads
three.
are dryads. So like
Oh.
mythical beast can happen to any creature. It doesn't have to be a beast. So the term is actually mythical. Could be mythical beast, mythical humanoid. But the idea when someone's mythical is it's basically someone who's born special. Usually these are people who have lived long periods of time in Shimon, where something in that land seems to cause rapid evolution, like changes. So between like father and son could already have very vastly different features in terms of kind of like benefits. But occasionally they have this one person who's like vastly different from the other from others of its race, which has usually higher intelligence and higher strength in addition to some kind of like special abilities or powers. And Ignis kinda deduce that this shark that you see in front of you may be a mythical beast as well, because unlike other normal shark, this one can actually speak and seem to have some additional intelligence, seem to have additional abilities to them.
Can I ask back? Like, they say you terrorized the people. What happened exactly?
It is our home. They came, they destroy. We merely want to take it back. Then they call these adventurers. They call themselves Lacrimosa. We were too weak, and they took us out. Now, are you just like them? Or are you different?
Look at the party. They see it too. They hear it too.
Kane has sparkles in his eyes. Sharks are talking to him.
Artyom is
And then
shaking his head.
and then you look at J5 just shark. Scary shark, afraid of a shark, fine.
So they want to be sent back to their home. That makes sense. Everyone wants to go home. Everyone wants to go back to their home.
Well, I'm guessing it's either them or humans. You know what I mean? Or humanoids, I suppose.
Wait, were these were the sharks wreaking havoc that were captured?
Yeah, they say it was wreaking havoc and was captured, but the shark said like we were just trying to take back our home because they took it from us first. That's what the shark
I
said.
see. So we're dealing with colonialism here.
Wait, where was this again? The border of Shimon and Swaifo?
That is correct.
How did
Okay,
the humans take their home, or humanoids?
we can
like-
ask them.
Deep sea.
They.
Yeah,
You asked them directly, yeah?
I'll say. I'll just.
Oh yeah.
I was about to repeat myself in
Okay.
character.
Alright, go ahead. Yeah, repeat it.
So, how did the humans exactly take your home? I don't believe I've known of many civilizations that deep underwater.
They came to the cape where we made our home. They built their homes, and we are okay with that. We let them grow. We let them thrive. We assisted them, helped them to be one with nature. But then they are greedy. They poured things into the water, destroyed the world we live in, destroyed our family. Mother.
I am 100% on the shark's side. We ought to fuck them up.
Oh God!
We raged back at them, destroyed their homes. But then the adventurers came. Here we are. Will you help us?
If we release you back, are you gonna take back the place or?
Of course! That is our home. And we will destroy anyone that gets in our way.
Understandable.
Understandable. And I'll scoot over to J5. Hey J5, do you hear the sharks' voices in your head?
Friend Ignis, you had this unit's concern. You said you hear the shark speaking.
Well, everyone is, and I point to Artyom and Kame.
When Artyom speak those words, is he saying it out loud or?
In his head, I'm assuming.
Wait, I thought we were like in a
I
link,
think both.
telepathic
Okay,
link.
so
or something.
Artyom speaking both. So yes, you would hear Artyom
Oh.
ask the question then.
Okay.
And then I look at Artyom. And friend Artyom, you said the shark's habitat was. you asked the shark something. Are
Correct, I
you
asked
guys
them about their
fine?
home.
Did the move that the shark made affected you in some ways?
Turn back, take a cigarette out of his mouth, and say, "Do you not hear them?"
I think it's only you who didn't. Anyway, let me just get you up to speed.
Could be an organic thing. Don't worry.
Hey, J5 is as organic as that can be. Why do you keep insisting Warforges aren't humanoids too, man?
I'm 1% organic. Points
Hardly
the eye.
place to discuss.
You saw how how his legs was rebuilt. It was organic first and then not.
So you agree it's not organic. Regardless,
Well,
We should help the sharks.
I look around. What the crowds are still there, right?
Yep, the crowd is still there watching from like 20 foot away.
Sarah's still there as well.
Sarah is on the floor, kind of looking at you guys. Like she's. Agnes's insight would know that she's scared, but she's listening.
What we were saying? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps
She's always
we should find a place to rest. If you are hearing uh, weird words in your mind, it could be a sign of fatigue.
J5, we've had weirder things. Why don't you just trust us? Really? Oh, wait. You know what? I understood. I understood. I understood now.
I cannot wink my eyes
understand,
back.
but Ignis would.
Ignis feels
would.
like J5 is winking at her right now.
Ignis
J5,
would
you
understand.
don't usually lie, so can I get you a deception check very quickly?
Oh no.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Where's my deception thing?
When's the
Why
last
you
time
gotta
you
lie
clicked
more often,
deception?
J5?
Oh no! Oh my god,
Alright,
my
so-
passive would be more than that.
No, you know he's lying. He's just
Oh,
not
okay,
lying.
okay, then that's good.
He's
Like,
just not lying he's not lying very well.
So J5,
As
J5
I
is
say that,
lying.
and then I just tilt my head ever so slowly. Yeah.
And you just hear loud.
Right. Yeah, I think the fumes. Wait, the water. Being around water is not very good for me. I've told you guys multiple times. I'm allergic.
No, you're not. You're just being a big baby about it.
So what? I can be allergic and be a big baby about it.
Guys, we gotta cancel our meeting. We gotta get these sharks out of here.
Not out loud, Kate. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it in front of Sarah. Sarah's
no.
basically the
Give
I
up,
think-
Gab, quickly.
Yeah, give up, Gab. Nobody has that spell.
It doesn't even exist. Yeah, wait, the shark is we just kind of ignored the shark, didn't we? Hold on. Before we go though, like let us discuss amongst ourselves. It's a bit hard to get you out right now, even if you want to.
You can see the black shark begin to kind of like the golden trail that it leaves begin to kind of like almost flare up, and you can see the water around it start to boil a little bit. You can see kind of like bubbles coming up, and then you would see what you call shutters being lowered down, closing that section off. And then a couple of the people a couple of the staff walks over. I'm sorry, people. There's been a little bit of a technical difficulty. I'm afraid this exhibit is closed for now. Thank you very much for your understanding. We apologize for the shock that everybody received. We're giving complimentary snacks at the end of the room over there, so anybody can go over there can get some chocolates for free. So go ahead. Thank you. Yeah, hope we will alleviate your concern. Thank you.
Chocolates!
And you can see people start to kind of like walk away. Sarah stands up as well, looking at you guys. Are you guys okay? Are you guys not scared by that thing?
Sarah, we've fought disasters and great terrors.
Right. I almost forgot about
They
that.
were adorable.
To your credit,
They were
Miss
adorable.
Sarah, this unit is a bit felt a bit scared, but
You feel it too, right? It was scary.
it is. But sometimes we need to stand our ground and fight that feeling.
You're crazy, Mr. J5. That is insane. But regardless, that's the end of the aquarium. Do you guys wanna grab some souvenirs or some snacks before we leave?
Yeah, I was just gonna say let's go to the gift shop.
All right. So Sarah leads you over towards the gift shop where they have very generic equipment, very generic items that is to you, Kane, is like exorbitant in terms of prices. But from Artyom and J5's quality check, like they're made well, like it's high quality stuff. But to Kane, it's just like, what is this? 1 gold for a piece of paper? What? Looking at a poster,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Wait, do they have sharp plushies?
They do.
Oh.
Mm.
I'll get.
They even have one of Gemini, where the 2 shark dolls are like attached together with a string in the middle.
Well, it feels. As much as I'd like some sharks, of the ones we just talked to, it feels like I am becoming a slave to capitalism to financially support the colonization and capture.
Arcade. Kane's become anti-capitalist.
I've always been.
That's true. You've
It's
been
always been about your stuff.
anti-government.
You mean our stuff?
Yeah.
We're a socialist party, DM. Don't you
Socialist
know?
party, my man. But yeah. There is like one more expensive one where if you hold there's one kid who's holding the plush by the string, then when she spins it around, you can see it leaves out that gold and silver trail as the fish can like swims around the spins around in the air. It leaves that trail around as well.
Fuck, that's so cool.
That was very expensive. That one's like 50 gold.
Damn, these guys love their kids.
Yeah, the kid goes back to a very posh-looking man, hair slicked back, handlebar mustache, you know. Yeah.
I just love the idea of Kane probably being like more wealthy, but he still sees himself as like,
Yes.
look at these rich assholes.
Yeah. Says the guy who got the grace of the emperor to cut the line where these nobles have to line up from. But yeah, so you go around. There are a bunch of stuff. There are like they even sell what you call fish cakes. That is like on a stick, you know, so you can play around with it a little bit. They have what you call posters of the various fish in the on the town. The posters are actually quite expensive because upon checking, they're actually printed on with like magic rather than just ink. So yeah. They're like 5 gold
Is
a
the
pop.
picture moving?
Picture are not moving, no. The moving one are more expensive one to the side there. 30 gold posters.
Ooh, God.
Kind of gives you an idea a little bit, since you know trying to print with ink is a little bit too difficult. Maybe people should focus on making a magic printing machine kind of thing to mass produce book. Gives you an idea.
Interesting.
But it's cost prohibitive, the thing.
It's true, but it's possible. Right now, at least. The closest you have to a printer is like the spell that you casted. But that's like a combination of your skill and also the spell. So yeah. So
It'd be really convenient if there's a way to do it without magic.
that's true. But yeah, is there anything you guys want to do in the aquarium some more, or are you guys heading somewhere else after this?
Isn't it the meeting with the emperor?
Yeah, we have to go
Meeting with the
first.
emperor is not set yet. Let Sarah
Not
know
emperor,
when you
meeting
want to
with-
meet with the emperor. At 10 a.m. is your
with the-
meeting. Yeah, is the meeting with Thaddeus, Atkins Menagerie, where they are planning to give you a demo of the ferromites that they are selling.
Oh, right.
Wait, are we just gonna like leave without doing anything? Like, do you actually wanna figure out how to break out the sharks or what? 'Cause
If we want to do something like that, we have to do it tonight, though.
yeah,
Well,
or
that's something
we
you have to
could.
plan.
Yeah, it is something you have to plan, but like, do you want to do it?
Kind of.
You have to
The
understand the
player
implications of
wants
it,
to do
however.
it.
What?
If we do release the shards, it will not be as simple as them leaving and that's the end of that story. They will probably continue to attack and terrorize.
Yeah,
That's the thing
attack
that
and
They're just
terrorize
trying to protect
people.
their land, okay? Like, get the people out of the cove.
I trust me, I understand. But you cannot disagree that innocents will be caught in the crossfire and die. They
Okay.
might go a step further. How long have they been imprisoned there? A while, right?
You look at
Does it say?
the plaque. It's 173 years ago.
Oh,
Perhaps that village has grown into a city. Perhaps it has stretched even further now. And
does it even still exist? Wait, it's Borderland Shimon. Maybe J5 or Artyom would know about the place.
Yeah, you
If it
can roll. You
mentions
can go
anything.
ahead roll history check.
student to find out.
Oh,
I'll
history.
guidance myself. 'cause
I know that place. Don't
No.
worry.
I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more.
All right. Go ahead.
No.
All right,
No.
29 and 19. So you would know the country of Beast Flood, where they are basically a city. The culture is closer to what do you call, closer to how Shimon's culture is, where it's mostly like individual city states and what do you call, most people's profession are hunters. Most of their survival has gone out for foraging and hunting. There's not much development in the cities, so the culture is kind of like that, but they have some level of organization where these multiple city states have cooperated together to create this country called Beast Flood, and they've even been hired by countries to the south of their border to protect themselves from any dangerous monsters that spill out basically from Shimon. You would know that there are a couple of coastal cities in Beast Flood, which may be a candidate of the country that the shark was dealing with. But most of them are big cities. There's like three coastal cities right now that you know of over in that area. And most probably, Beast Flood is a newer organization. So like Beast Flood is actually formed after the shark was captured
Oh,
as well.
so it might not be even the place that they were from. It's not even there yet anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe if we let them loose, we provide them with a new place to live.
Would you though? Like
Promise
people,
to
people put you out of your home. You come back to see that you don't have a home.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah,
just
but
like want to go to a new one?
yeah, but they might convince themselves that they don't care. That is their home. Want it back.
It's their home, their territory. Beaks are pretty territorial, right? As far as I know. As in,
Yes.
And
by me, it's Ignis.
and also as J5, even though that's a mythical beast, J5 would side with humanoids more.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I always think.
J5 is not sentient, it's humanoids. There's a difference.
I mean, if we really want to help, then J5 would suggest finding a new place for them to live.
I mean, if you want, we could talk to the Emperor.
Ooh.
That could be your request, Ignis.
Really? For
Yeah.
some shark?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we shouldn't trade like
Hey, Ignis, it's a
people and
mythical
advice.
shark. Think of the knowledge he can teach you.
He can become your patron, Ignis.
Remember the last one that we
Yeah,
we
but
helped?
they showed us the thing and then we had to do it ourselves.
Maybe we can find another thing that we have to do ourselves.
I say let's just do what we need to do, and then one day we'll teleport back here, and when we spend a night, teleport the sharks out and disappear.
We can't teleport here. We have to get permission to come here.
Sneak in the old-fashioned way.
You have to
No. I
travel by
mean,
ship
this
here.
whole place. We have to travel by ship. We have to get the emperor's approval. So, anytime we need to come here, it has to be by someone's knowledge and
But-
approval.
Yeah, but you can teleport out
Ooh.
if I recall correctly, because you guys left here by teleporting out.
That was because of
They disabled it.
Disabled it. That's correct. Yes.
We have to request to teleport out.
This place sucks.
It sucks.
That it is. Is we're kind of trapped, but not really.
Oh yeah. Who are these fishes anyway? Why should we care?
Because Kane cares.
Okay.
I care because Kane cares.
Because I wouldn't have cared. But
You
Kane
really
cares.
cared about the sharks?
Oh, really?
Hey.
They're water creatures.
Think of it this way, Kane.
Wow.
All the more reason to beat Falta Bismo, grab that tattoo and use it as a bargaining chip for the shark.
Wow. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a really pretty good idea.
So, you guys headed towards the meeting right now, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yes.
We never got anything by giving them greed, right?
No. They.
I thought it was
It
in
was.
our.
It was them to. It was theirs to begin with. At least in their eyes.
What?
Greed?
No, we
No,
asked for
greed.
their help.
Yeah, greed.
Oh yeah, no. We agreed. It was in exchange. They're giving you guarantees, and that Ash will be treated humanely,
Yeah.
and then they will give
Oh,
you
Yeah.
any progress updates.
Information progress, and we
okay,
get to be.
Yes.
We get to be a part of the whole research,
That is correct.
Okay, I see.
which is a big thing.
Really
Information is very expensive.
It is. Well, either way,
Alright.
let's go to the meeting then.
Let's go to the meeting. We'll put a pin on the shark thing. I'm going to remember this because I want
Yeah,
my free willy.
we'll put the shark in our endless to-do list.
Put it high.
I mean, it's not like the sharks are going anywhere, right? It's still gonna
Wow.
They're stuck
He'll
there.
Wow,
probably hate
okay,
us though
wow.
if we take too long.
be there. Oh, I know where we can put the shark in.
I've waited
Jack's
for.
village.
No. Remember, there's there's the portal to the elemental plane of water. Right underneath the
What?
city.
Where's that portal? What
You-
portal?
Underneath the city. Remember?
Yeah. That's how
What?
So
the
you're
city is
suggesting,
continuously
wait,
producing
wait.
water.
Yeah.
so you're suggesting that we take these creatures from their natural habitat and transplant them somewhere else so that it can be more convenient to the people who settled there. Some Trail of Tears nonsense to me.
Come again? Oh, what's that again?
The entire thing or the ending?
I think-
The putting in somewhere else. Okay, taking.
Yeah, you're going to take a group of people native to an area and have them pack it up and move it for some new people settling in the area. That's some Trail of Tears nonsense, which is an American history term. With that is
Yeah, I don't
Gets lost in
understand what the
translation.
Trail of Tears.
I know.
Trail of Tears refers to the forcible march of Native Americans out of land for the settlers.
Ah,
refers-
I see.
Called it Trail of Tears because it was so fucking terrible and miserable.
So yeah,
So,
I guess if
yeah,
you put the
this-
shark
yeah.
to live somewhere else, it's basically the the people from that
Yeah.
city
Yeah,
displaced the shark.
but J5 is on the side of humanoids.
Well, either way, think of it this way too. If we let the shark get back to its natural habitat, what about the humanoids that has been living there, that was birthed there and thought that city is their home? They have to be displaced too.
Well, they got their second.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
very
just sucks
clear.
to suck.
It's very clear that Kane is on the side of the shark, or whoever gets there first.
Listen. The sharks were willing to
And
share, but then the humans got too greedy and started,
yeah,
fucking it up. They lost their cove privileges. They've lost their sea privileges, and now they can't stay there anymore.
yeah. So Kane is on the side of the shark, but J5 is on the side of the humanoid. So we
John's on
have
the
a
humanoid side
predicament.
as well.
What? Sorry.
Artyom's with the humanoids as well.
You guys can
Uh,
suck.
Ignis don't care.
I don't care. I just want to do this because Kane never showed so much enthusiasm
Yeah.
towards anything. So I'm more so on
Well,
the side of
nothing has
Kane.
to do with me. Like, what am I gonna do? Talk about my family who I hate? Yeah, right.
Why not? I'm just
Wait, are we
saying.
having this
I-
discussion out of game or in game or?
I'd say you're having like a fish sticks
I'm having
at the canteen, you know.
Oh
So-
yeah,
Okay.
fish sticks at the canteen.
Yeah.
We're talking about this. We're talking about
So
colonial.
we're forcing Sarah to eat on
Exactly,
her
yeah.
own table.
Yeah.
Well, this is the ass table. You need to be ass if you want to eat on this table. With
Wow.
Wow.
What J5's mean girling Sarah.
Sarah can like carries a plate of fish and chips. Oh, okay. I'll sit over here. It sits one table
Wow.
over. Sits there.
Oh,
Damn J5. I didn't know you're so mean.
how else are we gonna have to have this discussion without the emperor knowing?
You do hear though, Ignis. She's still keeping her ear open.
See, if we really want to have this discussion without the Emperor knowing, it's not possible unless we.
Kane riz
I
her
don't.
again.
I don't see how this. I don't see how this is a problem. We're really having a philosophical debate on who owns the right to land. This is a purely theoretical and, arbitrary discussion we're having on morals.
Exactly.
To which you're both wrong. It will belong to the people who were originally there.
Well,
And that's how I stand on the matter.
Look, I have no affinity for either sides here, but what you're suggesting is creating more chaos.
and I think
Okay.
Kane likes chaos. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's not that I love. It's not that I love chaos. It's just that I don't think they deserve to be where they are. They were just protecting their home.
I wholeheartedly agree. Well, I do actually. Yeah, there is no.
Yeah,
downside.
because
I agree.
it was their home. They opened up their home to other people, and other people started taking too much from them. And so when they tried to get them to stop, then they're prisoners of war now, being on display for everyone to see.
It does suck. This situation sucks.
Well, hence this why this unit proposes that if you were to free the sharks, perhaps they could find a different home to live in.
Well, I mean, there's other places for them to live. I just think it's kind of ridiculous that they have to be the ones to abandon their homeland. But if we're going to argue the might makes right argument, then where would they go? Unending storm?
Well, that could be an option, and there's this also the elemental plane of water that they could go with, but they are mythical beasts, right?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
are powerful by their own right. I mean, because I'm thinking the creatures that are living in elemental plane of water is
Just so you know,
elemental.
it's powerful,
Okay.
but your party as a group most probably could take it down. That's that like
No.
usually
I
like
was thinking
they're
if they,
no go on.
I was thinking if we were to send them to the elemental plane of water, would they survive over there? Though?
I see.
Why wouldn't they? It's water. They can.
I mean,
The
because
monsters
they
that
are
live
not,
there.
not. Yeah, they are not fending against beasts. They are fending against elementals with magic shit.
They have
Beasts are
magic
just
shit.
beasts. Yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, if we were fighting about against normal sharks, predators, right? They don't have magic, but elementals do magic. For example, water elemental is completely invisible underwater. How would they fend against that?
Yeah.
It's not like fighting Iden turtles.
So
Well, we can think
But
about it later.
I'm just gonna tell Frankin that the sharks were found in Shimon, right? In the waters of Shimon.
Between Shimon and Sifo.
Michael,
Uh, uh, just for you to know, friend Kane, this relationship between fighting for the right to the land actually quite common in Shimon, where the nature consistently trying to take over the humanoids that live there, constantly trying to win over the nature.
so you're saying that their loss is merely just a byproduct of nature?
No, this unit is saying even if you do return the sharks to their original place, even if they do retake their lands, other humans are gonna come back and retake the lands from the shark. It will be an endless struggle where nobody
Michael.
actually wins. There will be an
So
endless
you're
cycle.
arguing that's futile to put them back because they're just going to lose again.
Yes, that is why this unit suggests if we were to help the sharks, just let them find someplace else to live.
I'm willing to concede that point. It's a logical point. I still think they should go back to the original place. We can discuss that matter with them at a later date. How did they lose? What happened, you think?
Probably
We
they just
send a
got
group of
overpowered.
adventurers. They were captured by a group of adventurers. There are no short supplies of those adventurers.
What they call those adventures again? Do you guys remember?
Lacrimosa. Probably some of them are dead. It's 173 years ago.
Yep.
Damn, they've been in prison for that long?
Yeah.
That's so sad. Okay, we're gonna have to think about this.
for sure.
Yep.
All right. So as you guys are finishing your fish fillets, begin stand up, making your way. You can see Sarah quickly chomp down on her fish and chips and begin trailing from behind.
Oh, we can wait for Sarah.
So you guys are ready to go? Ready to go to the meeting?
Absolutely.
All right, come on, let's go. Let me show you. 1 second. She goes back to her table, takes a large gulp, and then runs over. All right, let's go. As she directs you over.
We could have waited for you to finish your
No,
food,
it's okay.
Sarah.
It's okay. It's okay. I was just waiting for you when to be done. I was done already, actually. So.
You're gonna give yourself indigestion if you keep doing that.
It's all good. We got healers here. We got really good benefits working with the Empire. Yeah, free lesser restoration once per month.
Once per month?
Yeah. So like any ailments or
What's wrong?
something, you can just like, hey, we need lesser restoration, and you just heal them. Most people don't even get
Oh.
access to heal lesser restoration for free.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
I
Let's,
mean,
let's head.
do I have it prepared? I don't.
And that is where we're gonna take a break for the day as Sarah goes on and brings you over towards the Atkins Menagerie, and you guys can figure out how to find the elusive Thaddeus. I'm gonna take a break. For now, I will meet up back in about, say, 10-15 minutes, and we'll meet back up
Okay.
here. Alright. See you!
Oh
Grab
wait,
some food
can
and
I?
drinks, and yeah, bye-bye! Yes. Hello everyone! Welcome back. So, guys, you guys begin making your way towards Atkins Menagerie, where it is located within the entertainment district as well. On the front side of the building, it is this kind of like purple painted building, kind of slightly dark, unsaturated purple, and it has this display glass out front which shows various tech. By the looks of it, kind of like a staff that can grow into a glaive. Sorry, not staff. A small kind of like a dagger hilt that can expand into a glaive. You can see there is a kind of like a humanoid robot that is performing the same thing again and again and again and again. There's a kind of like a music box, tinker stuff, and then there's also your typical magic items kind of scattered about as well. Upon entering inside, it is a very large place. The first section has these kind of like islands, basically islands of magical item that's covered in glass, so that you guys can view. And most of the people, they ask for the staff to open the glass so that they can try one of the various magical items. On the wall contain more intricate items. Sometimes they have large portions of the wall section off for just one particular magic item. One of these such sections is the Pheramite section, where there is a display of a warforged looking creature that is standing guard, and with a bunch of people kind of like just looking at them, giving a look and everything. You figure that they are just, smaller golems at first, but you do realize they have the micro movements of a body that kind of tells you that they're not just standing there. They're continuously changing and adjusting, but uh it's basically a more agile golem by the looks of it. You make your way inside, and Sarah immediately heads over towards one of the staff that you saw yesterday. The man notices you guys come in and begin approaching you guys right away. Ah, don't remember his voice, but let's go with this. Ah, good evening, gentlemen. You ready for today's demonstration, yes?
Did his internet die? Or did my internet die?
I think.
Wait.
No, I'm here. Hello?
Okay. There was a brief pause, and then, or
sorry.
did you pause?
What was the last?
And then there was
Okay.
silence.
Okay, yeah. He said, a pleasure to meet you again. Welcome. I'm assuming you put on your disguise again, yeah, Artyom?
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Artyom has his mask on.
Yeah.
Are we all wearing disguises?
Just Artyom.
It's
You're
Artyom.
free to disguise up, though.
Yeah, you feel free to disguise up if you want.
Although we came with you as Kane
Before
yesterday
this.
because they know we're ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if you want though, you can just say you are.
Then you do have that body cologne.
Body cologne.
Stop trying to get me to spray my own bathwater.
It's a good bathwater.
No.
So,
Hey,
at this
it's actually more relevant for you to sell it now. You're a hero, Kane. People
That
would
is
want your
true.
bathwater.
I do. Stop getting me to be an e-girl.
E-boy, let's go. So, the vendor kind of walks over to you. So, You are ready for your demonstration, yes?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Follow me, follow me. We'll lead to the back room and
Wait.
yes.
Before the break, sorry, DM. Before the break, I asked to scry. What did I get?
All right. Well, Ignis, when you scried upon Thaddeus just now, you would be able to see him sleeping on a bed, on top of some corrugated, no, not corrugated, on top of like some metal floor. You see the room is quite dark. There is a balcony within his room that leads to darkness, by the looks of it, and the
It's
walls are
dark where he
just
is.
yeah, there's a balcony basically. But you don't see what's on the other side of that balcony. It's just darkness.
No, I mean you said it's dark, as in the balcony's covered, or it's night.
You just see blackness or beyond the balcony.
Okay.
And then on either side of his room, you see there are like those paper wall, the Japanese paper wall thing that they have, and the ceiling is tall, about like 15 foot up before he reaches the ceiling. But yeah, during the whole time he's just sleeping.
Well, I'll tell that to our team.
It's in the middle of the day, right?
It is in the middle of the
Lazy
day.
ass.
It's morning right now. Right now,
Lazy muffer.
And the window, was it open?
there is no window. No.
Yeah, all the rooms it has not been windows. It's hard to know where he is. It's almost like he's in captivity or something, or he just hates sunlight.
Regardless,
Wait.
come to the back room. And he brings you over to the back room where they have a Faramite awaiting for you. Alright, so this is our newest model, the Faramite. Of course, when you purchase one of these, you can decide to customize it a little bit. You want a male model, female model, gender neutral, all possible as well. We can have weapon attachments, changes on appearances, and other purposes if you want as well. All is definitely available. Now, the Faramite is a very, what do you call? It has the agility of a normal human, so it will be able to do more delicate stuff as well. So, for example, if you try to ask a golem to write something, it's going to be very crude, very difficult. But this one over here, you! And the Faramite turns to him. Go ahead, write me a poem or something. The Faramite looks at him for a bit, turns around, and begins walking over to a nearby table, pulls out a sheet of paper and a quill from the drawer, dips it into the inkwell, and begins writing. No problem. So you see, there is some level of thinking possible as well. They don't need to write specific. You don't need to give specific instruction. You'll be able to deduce what it needs to do to get to that objective. But of course, it's not really able to think on its own, only how to complete its objective. Simple enough.
So how
And-
does it learn to complete the subject?
I'm sorry.
Like
Okay.
you asked it to write a poem. How
Uh,
does it know?
can you repeat that, kid?
You asked it to write a poem.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes.
How does it know what a poem is?
And these creatures are quite intelligent as well. They have been created with some level of knowledge. They're not really capable of learning new information at the moment. So what they have is something that was put into it upon its creation, so to speak. So, and at this point, the Faramite finishes writing and hands over the sheet of paper. Yeah, there you go. Kinda hands it to you. The short poem, 2 stanzas.
Kane
Very.
immediately hands it to someone else to read for him.
Can I while they're doing this, can I wait, no, never mind. Don't need it. I'm good. Never mind, continue.
Yeah, but yeah, the poem itself is very basic, closer to a nursery rhyme, if anything, but it is able to do such thing. That's gonna limit. It is able to draw as well if you require to capture an appearance. But as usual, such a thing would take a while to complete the task, so be careful on what you need. The more minute, the more thinking the task requires, the more time you will require to complete, but you will be able to complete such a thing.
Hmm.
Wait, out of character, this is the time when Kane should have gone and like explore secrets, right? Somehow.
Oh, I haven't reached the back rooms yet. All right.
Wait,
This is
I
the
thought.
back rooms. This is all of you in the showroom, right?
Oh, I
Uh-huh.
thought I was just making a little report before I disappeared. Okay. I'm interested in this robot that's going to put me out of a job as an author.
You're an author, Mr. Kid. I did not know you wrote the book.
Yeah, just a little something.
Oh, alright, alright. Perhaps you can afford something like this, eh? Usually merchants and nobles are the one that can really afford such a thing. But I'm sure a person like you and the amazing Spicy 7 will be able to fork up that change, eh?
Why would I want someone to write for me?
Well, if you have some difficulties or you wish to spend a little bit more time doing something else while writing, the thing can help you. It's kind of like when you speak, it will write it for you. That way you have freer time to do something else, eh?
Hey, Kane.
Oh,
That's easy. You can even ask it to read for you.
Exactly. You can try. Go ahead and read the poem that you wrote to me just now. The creature kind of walks over towards Kane, grabs the paper. Hickory dickory dock. The mice are running towards. I don't remember the rhyme, but it kind of reads something like that, basically. Reading the whole time and folds the paper and hands it back to you. There you go. Simple enough, eh?
sure. Yeah. Simple enough.
But you look like the combative type as well. This person is a very, what do you call, useful in combat as well. And let me, he pulls out a pen, clicks it, turns into a glaive, hands it to the creature. Alright, show off your skills a little bit. The Pheromite kinda grabs the thing, spins it around, and you can see like his proficiency is pretty well, as he's able to even like balance himself on the pole. He's able to twirl around and strike with great force each time, and with accuracy as well, as he finishes off with one large flourish and slams the blade to the ground, but does not kind of like to a point that it damages the blade, so to speak. And there you go. Pretty good, eh?
It seems to have a wide array of skills.
Indeed, it's a generic purpose, of course, but we can customize the unit to fit your purposes. For example, if you require someone carrying a bit more heavy weights, we can customize the character a little bit. Add a little bit more strength, maybe we have to take away a little bit of wisdom, but you don't really need that kind of stuff. You have the thinking, let it do the heavy work, eh?
Whoa, it's like it's actually creating characters, but without the soul. Oh my god. Like out of character, I mean.
No, you can say that in character.
It's like when I created myself as a druid.
Well, thank you very much for the demonstration, sir, though I don't think that this robot is quite what I am looking for in my life.
Yeah, understandable. Well, I'll leave this just over here. So, for this kind of stuff, they are usually imprinted on a single person. Once you complete the imprinting ritual, it will be able to follow your every command. So I do suggest you give it a look. You don't have to worry about someone else controlling your... Of course, you can also say, "Hey, you, follow what he says," pointing to Kane. Now you can give him command whatever you want.
Make me laugh.
It's a very difficult one. Let's see if it can. Can you see the creature can like thinks for a moment? Why does the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To get to the other side. Ha 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 ha.
Mm.
Not very good. Not very good. But as you can see, it is able to synthesize what you're able to speak, bring out the prompt, and help you with certain situations. But I do say, its mental capacity is not as great as you yourself, so I do suggest you don't rely it on mental activities. Physical, definitely.
Right, of course.
Very well. Is there anything else I can help you with? Would you like to see a couple of the magic items we have in stock? Or should I draft up what do you call? Draft up your position to pre-order one of the pheromones for you, huh?
Oh, I think Ignis may have an interest in some magical artifacts.
What? Oh,
Aren't we trying to distract him?
okay. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, like, I guess looks like a good butler. I just wanted to know what can he do, and I'll just like ask some mundane shit like wash dishes,
Sure.
laundry.
Go ahead, roll performance check to distract this guy.
Sure, I'm
Oh,
gonna casually kind of
no.
stroll toward the side, like I'm wandering the shop.
Stealth check, please. Keen.
What is
Why do
Radier
you,
not gonna like
yeah.
help distract as well?
Who? Redrear?
Yeah. Well, that's the fake name.
Oh, right. I forgot
Assumed
about that.
identity because it's believable.
Yes.
Radiar is here.
Yeah, Ragear, quote unquote, will help Ignis.
All right. Go ahead, roll performance
Unless he
check.
has better perform. Okay. Whoa! That's with advantage.
2 and 2. I'll +7 that.
Plus 7 to a 16. You spend some
Our
time.
tiers are very different.
You spend some time talking to this person, trying to distract him as much as possible. You do notice your question starts to bore him, and he's kind of like wanting to go to Radriar now. Radriar takes the cue and joins in the conversation as well, starts chatting him up about future business prospects and more logistics centered question, which brings some interest into him. So he's really focused on the two of you at the moment.
There is actually a real quick question I would like to ask.
Yes. Let me know what you want.
Yeah, so I was wondering, like, who's the big guy that I talk to if I want to have, more, shall we say, extreme additions to the
Well,
robot?
you can honestly talk to me. I am essentially the owner of this place. But no, I'm just
Right,
a
but
man.
you're not the guy who makes them, right? So, like, do you
No.
really know that much about him,
That's fair. Usually I become the middleman to talk to our engineers in the castle to create something like this, huh?
Where is this castle you keep speaking of? I only. Do you mean the Empire's castle? Or are the engineers in there? That's
Of
very
course,
creepy.
the people who create this spot is a part of the Solus Constru. The people who helps the Empire make more, it's a technical advancement, so to speak. So we are literally at the cutting edge technology. Huh? Even the shop name, Atkins Menagerie, is based on the principle of the, of the Solus Constru. Thaddeus Atkins. He works over there, and he's the one that founds this establishment we have over here.
Wait. So are all Soluses in this village?
I'm sorry, village?
Are all the Soluses? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Like,
Princeps.
we're not in a
Solus
village.
is the Epima. You're not in the village. You're in this city of
sorry,
Miragor
in the
thing.
city. Yeah. Are all the main soul. I assume other than Solus Umbra, because what is Solus Umbra? Are they all?
No. They have their main office in the palace, but they don't necessarily stay within the city. Some are even outside of the city of Meritrath. They
How do
just
they
have
get here? That's like a 10-hour commute every day. That's crazy. It's 20-hour commute. You only have 4 hours to work.
Well,
Whoa.
people don't have to work here, Miss Ignis. They
Oh,
can work wherever they need to be. They are princeps after all. They work when they need to.
okay. So how would you transport things?
What do you mean?
Are these made of dust?
Oh no, Dustin here. We
Oh,
understand our clientele may require to create magic items and all the stuff. They wield magic equipment, so we decided not to rely on dust and focus entirely on magic. So essentially, the Ferremites are an improvement to improvement to what we have. The golems. That is correct. Yes, entirely a better version.
In.
why inside that? Oh,
You want to inside
Is he
check?
telling the
Oh yeah,
truth?
go ahead, inside check. Um,
hey, that's average.
you
That's good
try to
enough.
figure out his kind of salesman kind of trick here. You get the feeling he is boasting a little bit. But with your arcane knowledge, you can know that physical wise, sorry, correct, agility wise, it is better than most golems for sure. Even in some level
Okay.
of mental capacity. But they don't, well, at least the one that you're seeing here, they don't seem to have like the innate slow ability that most stone golems would have, for example. So it's not a
Hmm.
one-to-one comparison. Basically, it's better in some aspect, worse in some others.
Okay. So, so that these pheromones are still powered by magic, is it?
Yes, of course.
Hmm. Understandable. Wait, do I know how to make golems?
Usually you would need a manual of golems. Spend a lot of time to create it.
Is
So
I mean, as in the raw materials to make it.
if I recall to Stone Golem, basically like the manual itself have been enchanted and contain all the ability to be able to use it to create such a thing, and you would just require a lot of you just require a lot of time to take stone, that kind of stuff, but most of the magical ability comes from the manual itself.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you just need the physical materials to make it right.
exactly.
Or,
But the what do you call the book itself, the manual itself to make the manual, if I recall correctly,
so the magics all come from the manual, right?
that is correct. Yes.
Is it? No?
Yes. Hello.
Oh no.
Gone
Yes.
Did I
nonverbal
just
again. Oh,
oh, there you go.
Hello. Yes. It is created. It is. Sorry. All the creation is usually created directly from the manuals. Yes.
okay.
so
I'm gonna continue asking, like, oh, is that because it's all magic? Is that why it takes so long, and why there's a long list and all that, just to like continue the conversation while
All right.
Kane's thinking around?
All right. Okay. Artem, you have any further question or?
yes. Artyom is gonna like poke Ignis and hey, be right to incite this guy.
Okay.
And they
You
cannot-
tell me, because I have no idea if this is correct. I don't know a reason why with 2 insight.
Okay, it's ready on my signal.
Okay, got it.
He'll walk up to the robot and say, "So he, let me get this straight. He follows the commands of whoever you tell him to follow the commands of."
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Can you give me permission,
Oh,
ownership?
of course. Okay. Stop listening to. Kind of looks
Oh
around for a
shit!
moment.
Shit!
Shit! Artyom! Wait, no, radio.
As he's like turning around,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. No, never mind that. I guess it's kind of a moot point. Listen, I want to ask about their souls, actually. Because, us living things, we have souls, and that's the signal for Agnes. We have souls, right? Do you, put souls? I won't tell anyone, obviously.
Oh.
But do you put souls in them?
No, nothing like that. As you can see, this creature is a little bit lacking in terms of the personality department. Most probably because they don't use souls, which is most construction, like even construction of golems, they don't usually require souls. It's usually when they put souls in it, that's where all the weird shit happens and all that, dangerous stuff. Usually, people stop you. Do not use souls to power. That's kind of like the shortcut way. Same with this as well. We do not use any kind of dark magic or sacrificial experiments to bring this creature back. It is purely the expertise of the Princeps in the Solus construct.
At the start, you said, "I think." At the start, I whole explanation, you said, "I think." Is that because you're just a salesperson, or
Oh
because you can't
no.
tell me to
From my understanding of what they told me, this does not use any souls kinds of anything like that. But like you said, I am merely a salesman. If you do wish to meet him, I do suggest you, figure out a way to meet the creator
They're
himself.
actually away?
Not really. No, he's usually done by himself. He doesn't really talk out to people. Even me, I meet him only like once in a blue moon. So yeah.
What I would do for a chance to be alone with him for just 5 minutes.
I know.
Alright,
All right.
so
So,
that insight
How
for me
does he even get the idea to do all this?
do you want to inside him just now?
Yeah, sure. Is that the signal? Sorry.
Regarding the soul, like this, the soul.
Wait, that was a signal?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Artyom
I even
wants to
said,
know
and
if he's lying.
and that's a signal for Ignis.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I did not hear that. Yeah, I'll get inside that. Yeah.
+7 then.
All
Can
right.
you start rolling better?
23.
I'm running out of these.
Yeah. With 23, you can see that he is a confident salesman, and the confidence is backed up by knowledge. There are, of course, gaps in his knowledge, but for the most part, what he's telling you is the truth.
Okay. That's interesting. And how does healing work? And that's the cue to continue stalling while Kane explores.
All right. Okay. Meanwhile, while you guys are chatting over here, Kane. Are you there, Kane?
Hi.
Right. So you slip out of the room that you guys were chatting in and try to slip into the back rooms. The back rooms, basically. Beyond where the people are hanging out and trying to head towards, well, something. I don't know what you're trying to do here, so I am interested as well.
We're just looking around the space, looking around, taking a cheeky little look.
There are 2 doors to the room. One door is where you guys came in, and there is another door that leads to a hallway. There is a door the opposite of you, and a couple more doors to your right. To your left, on the other hand, it goes on straight for a bit, and it opens up to some kind of commons area, because you can hear people over there chatting and laughing in the distance. And then near that commons area, there is 2 other rooms as well. Where would you like to head? So 2 rooms on the left, 4 rooms on the right. Sorry, 2 rooms on the left, 2 rooms on the right, 1 room directly in front of
And the room directly in front of me was the one we entered in?
you. No, that is another room that you have not been.
Two
The room
rooms
that
Alright,
your
well,
friend is
one on
giving
the
you.
right.
I'll try one on the right.
Alright. You begin to make your way. You turn to the right and walking straight towards the pair of doors on the right side. You arrive over there and you try the door on your right.
I
Pushing it.
want to examine the door a bit just to make sure it's not booby trapped or
Go
any
ahead.
symbol of alarm.
Investigation check for me, please.
You said trap.
Do I get any advantage over experience of breaking in?
You can use fate points to up it up, but other than that, no.
Could I use a fate point for my general investigation throughout the entirety of like this, or would it be for this specific instance for one door?
It'll be for this specific check, but you can instead just you check all the doors how they are. You can just do that.
I would like to check all the doors and use a fate point for checking all the doors.
Sure.
Alarm, trap,
Yeah.
thing like that.
With a 13, you figured that the first 2 doors, the door that you're looking at right now, they don't seem to be trapped. They don't even seem to be locked at the moment. The door that is right in front of the room that you are in, your party is in, that room is not locked, but you can hear voices coming from the other side. You walk closer towards the commons area where you hear people are laughing and chatting. On one side, and then there's 2 doors in that section. One of the door leads to a storage area by the looks of it, and by the looks of it, it does not seem to be trapped. But to the right, the door is locked, so you're unable to go inside. In addition to that, you can definitely notice that the design of the lock itself is pretty tough, pretty like high quality basically. You would know it's one of those 3-prong locks that have multiple defenses against tampering. You'll need some work to push this door open.
Would that be a sleight of hand or thieves' tool?
To open the door, the locked door?
Yeah.
Alright, first you look at it for a bit and you notice there are some glyphs basically that is protecting this entire lock, making it in general harder for you to pick it. First thing you see is this kind of like, if I recall, a disc. Let me check. Yeah, there you go. 3-prong lock. So you notice that the first one, there is a seal in front of the kind of like keyhole basically that is going to make it that is blocking the tumblers. If you break that, there is possibility that people would notice you being here. So I'm going to need to go ahead, roll dexterity sleight of hand check to remove this, please. 21. You work on it a little bit, and you do realize there is something is making it hard for you to move the tumblers around, making it harder for you to to push that seal. You have to do it to a point that you feel it crack underneath your lockpicking tools, and you realize the seal has been broken. You figure out, fuck it, you're here now. You just need to continue work on the tumblers. You push it in, you move all the tumblers, and you try to spin it, and you realize it's really heavy to turn the entire lock. It's gonna be really hard, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll strength thieves tool check for me, please, as you try to lockpick it.
Strength thieves' tool?
Yep.
Strength plus your proficiency.
Ah.
With a
Strength
minimum
check
roll
plus
of 10,
proficiency.
right?
If he's
reliable
proficient. I think so.
I am proficient in these tools.
I think just roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand is
Then-
dexterity, Aina. Just roll strength check.
Sorry, strength.
There you
I
go.
bet.
And then we add 6 to it. 28. You turn the tumbler for a bit and you expected it to be heavy, but you feel it go on. And the door is now unlocked, allowing you to push in and move in if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. You push the door open. The door swings. And you hear kind of like a ting 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 ting. Kind of, you know, when you enter a shop, kind of bell kind of thing sound. You hear a
Ooh.
bell sound a little bit.
Oh no.
And you see it is a study of sorts. You see a nameplate on the table. You see what was his name again?
Thaddeus?
No, not Thaddeus. You see Ro Jembali on the what do you call on the nameplate.
Rowo Jimbali.
You see kind of like they have one of those Newton balls. Sorry, Newton balls on the table. And there is a globe. Sorry, not a globe. A plane on the table as well, showing the map of home. There are bookcases on either side of the room, and there is a display case of some kind of armor on the wall, an axe, and also a pair of daggers, kind of displayed on the wall itself. On the right side of the wall, you see there is a painting of the emperor, basically. Sit down, struck, you know, in a regal pose, looking down at you. And then there is his desk, of course. Behind his desk, you can see there are a couple of storage cabinets that you have not explored yet, so you don't know what's inside. And there are a couple of drawers on either side of the desk that's centered. So, what do you do?
Desk first.
You go over towards the desk. You try the left side. You see blank papers and quills. You try the left lower ones. You see there are a couple of what do you call empty plates. You can see stains of kind of like dried gravy and shit. And he like close the door. You try the bottom right. You see there are a couple of kind of like sheets of paper with some writings on it. And then you try the top right, you feel the drawer lock.
Unlock the drawer?
Yeah, the top right drawer is locked. And the bottom right drawer contains some papers with writings, which is a bit difficult for you to read.
What am I trying to implicate this guy for again?
No, we're trying to find. We're trying to find where this guy is. Thaddeus is.
Alright, so I'm gonna
I feel
basically scan documents for that name.
I'm sorry.
I feel like someone should have gone with Kane.
I'm going to look at are these documents handwritten?
Yes, handwritten.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I remember how to spell Thaddeus. The THAD. THAD.
Yeah.
And I know, based on my vocabulary, there's not a ton of words that begin with that.
So you're trying to scan the page for that particular shape, yeah?
I'm gonna try. Sometimes D's turn around and look like B's, but there's also not a lot of words that start with fab.
Go ahead, roll perception
try.
check with disadvantage for me, please.
But hey, proficient, a reliable talent, so
Yeah.
minimum of whatever.
Oh yeah, holy shit. Doesn't matter.
Perception with disadvantage.
Yeah. Disadvantage barely matters to you, huh? There you go.
Yeah.
With 28, you try to find the pictures that you're looking for, but it's not there. Kind of get frustrated for a bit. Then you realize, wait, this is like a formal document. So you're sure they're gonna use his last name instead, you know? So you try to like,
Again!
so you try to like focus on the image. It's a little bit hard compared to Thab. Maybe you try to look for at, maybe you know AT, and maybe a capital A even. That's gonna be, you've seen that shape before. So you try to scan through the pages, try to find it, and there are a couple mentions of this at word in there. So maybe this document has some mention that of the person that you need.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
So,
hey,
if I find it,
J5
what?
gave you an invisibility thing. You can go invisible if you want.
Are you retroactive using a fate point to like retroactively do that to me?
No,
No, no, no, no.
J5
The
give you
spray
the
that.
bathwater. It's actually an invisibility potion.
Oh. That's funny. I'm laughing at the game being like, thanks, this is utterly useless.
Okay,
But okay, so what I'm gonna do is, since these are handwritten, there's gonna be an impress on the paper. So I'm gonna find a loose leaf, like blank paper,
Uh-huh.
and a pencil, and I'm gonna like lightly brush the surface so we can get like sort of a copy of the imprint.
Do you have a pencil?
I
Would
thought there'd be one. This is an office.
No. It seems like this place only has that inkwell quill thing.
Motherfuckers.
No pencil, by the looks of it.
You're an author. You should have had a pencil.
So what are you gonna use instead?
Crap.
Charcoal? Anything?
Is there a fireplace with charcoal?
Looking around for a bit, I'd say this place would not have a fireplace. There is a kind of like a decorative lantern though, on the table.
Okay. Candle. Is there a candle?
Yes, there are candles.
Okay, you can use wax a bit, I think.
All right, so you're gonna try to use the wax to create the impression. Go ahead and roll me. This is more speedy of it. Go ahead, roll dexterity check for me.
Sleight of hand?
Okay.
Sleight of hand?
No, dexterity.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay. Check.
Check.
Mike, check.
All right. You spent some time doing that, trying to drop the ink on the paper as much as possible. And then you think that you're able to create the imprint. It's not really clear right now. It's dark. And what do you call, the imprint is very little. So you're going to pray and hope that you've gotten some. Is there anything else you want to do in here?
The paperwork that has his names on it, I want to try to at least decipher the sentence that it is.
All right. Go ahead and roll me. What would this be? Pattern matching, right? So let's go with intelligence check, please.
No.
Oh no!
Oh my
It's like an
God.
intense situation. You're trying to focus on it, and the text just keeps moving and jumping, and you can like gets frustrated a little bit.
The more frustrated I get, the worse it gets.
Yeah, exactly. It just moves around
This is why I
even more,
hate
and
reading.
kind of whisper it, stop moving, but it just keeps moving and moving and moving while you're doing this.
Just take the papers. Just take the
Alright.
papers.
So while
Come
all
on,
this
we're
is
here.
while all this is happening in the meeting room, just now, you guys have been asking him about all these kind of like various features of this ferromite everything, and he goes, yes, he will be able to do your laundry, and we'll be able to carry a lot of those very difficult to carry stuff. So everything's there. You don't have to worry about it. Even if you are worried, we can add a little bit of dexterity and strength. Maybe we can reduce a little bit of the constitution, because you don't really need to bring it to battle if you're using it for laundry and stuff, huh?
I mean, how low can it go on the Constitution before it just crumbles down when it walks?
We try to suggest people to keep it at around 6. Any lower, it's going to crumble on its own weight. So 6 is the lowest it can go.
And you said it can do the laundry. Can it do the dishes?
Yes, it could. It kind of stops for a moment and kind of looks around for a bit. One moment, please.
Shit.
Someone's
no.
calling me to do some work. 1 second, eh? And he begins walking off out
Is he
out of the
walking
room.
where Kane left?
He walking where Kane left just now.
I'll give a sending to Kane. Kane, people coming your way, and the good thing is no one will know that I'm casting a spell because I'm an archdruid.
Oh shit!
I ignore verbal, somatic, and material.
Ignis just closes her eyes and warns Kane about it as this guy begins walking back into the back, walking out into the alleyway.
Tell Kid to use the spray.
Yeah, I'll tell Kane to use a spray too.
All right, and he begins walking over towards the room.
Specifically, I'll say, Kane, people coming your way. Maybe it's a good time to use that spray to be invisible.
Alright, Kane, you're kind of like really focused on this writing. You kind of hear these voices in your head and kind of like, oh my god, the cloak's talking again. And you realize, wait, I'm not wearing any cloak. You hear at the very end, use the spray on you to be invisible, and then you hear footsteps coming from the outside of the room. Hello?
Wait.
Anyone
Did I have
there?
time to react and spray myself?
You are on the opposite side of the desk, so the person does not notice you yet.
All right, I'm going to spray myself. Drop like 9. I'm not gonna just spray myself. Don't do anything else.
Roll stealth check for me. No advantage yet because it's more of a to mask the sound. You're able to use it, and suddenly your body vanishes. You hear him locks the door. You're right now hiding behind the desk right now, so you don't really see what's going on. You hear a latch of some sort unlocks. Some kind of door opened. And then you hear
Oh, shing. What is a shing? Like
hear footsteps.
blades? Oh.
The guy steps behind the desk. He kind of points the dagger into behind the desk. He notices the drawer is open. He is walking towards you now to get to the drawer. What do you do, Kane?
Hit me.
Every step he takes, I match it with a step back to muffle the sound of my footsteps.
Ah,
Whoa.
nice. You slowly step around the drawer. He looks at it for a bit. He takes the paper, looks around for a moment, places it in, pushes the, what do you call the drawer back. He pulls out a key, puts it into the top drawer, and pulls the drawer open. You see him rummaging inside a little bit, and since you're invisible, you can just look inside what's inside. You
What's
see
inside?
you see there is a, what do you call, a journal, a small journal, and a coin directly on top of that journal. He checks it. He looks at it for a moment, and you can see his eyes flare up, and the magical energy disappears again. He looks around once more, places the coin into his pockets now. He opens the drawer a little bit. He thumbs through the pages. You can Kane cannot. You're unable to
I
detect
can't.
the shape that
Shit, it's
quick.
writing.
Yeah, and it closes the book once more, places it into the drawer again, and he locks the door. He walks around once more, swinging the dagger in front of him. Shing, shing. Ting, ting, ting. He walks over towards the door, unlocks it, opens it a little. Yes, as small as he can possibly do it, and then he closes the door. On as he opens the door as small as he can afford. He slips out of the room and then closes it behind him. And you hear from the outside. The door locks again as he ting, ting, ting. The footsteps fade away. What do you do, Kane?
So I have to find a different way out.
Is there a window?
Is there any other doorway or window?
No window. The roof
no.
is kind of like you assume is gonna be hollow, but you have to break one of the the wooden paneling basically.
Wooden paneling, eh? Can I
Yeah.
use a sword? Is it nails?
There would be nails.
Okay, well, first what I'm gonna do is, did he relock the drawer with the journal?
He did, yes.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I guess while I'm here, I'm gonna take a second to go back through anything that's unlocked, the filing cabinet, desk drawers, see if there's anything else.
Uh, Go ahead or investigation check for me as you go around, look for things.
Also, while I still remember it, I want to get a piece of paper and draw a copy of the coin
A
that I
copy of
saw
what?
before I forget. The coin. I saw the coin that he picked up and looked at. I want
Ooh,
to, if
yes,
there was any
yes.
sort of insignia, I
Okay.
want to copy it down while
Go
it's
ahead, roll
fresh.
dexterity check for that one as you try to copy it as much as you can.
Mm.
So with that investigation, Kane, you look around trying to see to find if there's anything. You do realize the pair of daggers on the wall is now gone, and you realize the glass box that contained the dagger is now open. So you actually have access to the axe and also to the armor that is hung on the wall. You look around at the various other unlocked cabinets and storage areas for a bit. You manage to find there are kind of like ledgers of when shipments from outside is coming in. You see a scheduling list of people who have bought ferromites. You are able to find a bunch of items that is pending from the crafters to finish up the crafting and then bring it in. There are also lists of custom orders as well that may be of your interest. You do notice there are a couple of orders for the ferromites. It's kind of like in 1 year's time, ordered 6 ferromites at a discounted rate of only 20 gold. 20,000 gold, sorry.
Wait, for each, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Instead of
Yeah, I'd say that's as much that you can get because I forget your reading is difficult for you. Wait.
Hmm.
That like the
I
others are
want.
like 50k, 50k, 50k. That one's slightly cheaper.
who is that? Oh, there's-
I'm gonna write down the one who got the discount because they're a person of significance
Yeah,
to the seller.
copy the shape as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm gonna look through the ports and see copy down the pattern, copy down regularly visited ones.
All right.
So
Okay.
either suppliers or buyers
All right. Okay.
of frequency.
Copy down as much information as you can, and then
As
you
much as I want to steal it. Also, what?
also you are able to sketch out the appearance of the coin that you needed. It is basically the symbol of a warforged head, basically, alongside with kind of like 2 scythes on its back and one scythe on the left side and a kind of like a spanner on its right side with then a
Okay.
symbol of a gear basically emblazoned the
Symbol.
edge of the coin.
Okay. So first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my knife to try and wiggle loose some boards so I can get the paneling out.
All right.
Ready.
Yeah, using the dexterity thing just now, you can able to jam your dagger there, push one of the wood up, which allows you to get up to the on top to the roof, basically.
Wait, but before I make my escape yet,
yeah.
I wanted to make him. I wanted to give myself a very quick escape route if needed.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now break into the desk to look at the journal. If he comes back, then I'll scurry up immediately to the room.
All right.
So he doesn't know I was there.
All right. Okay. I like it. All right. So back to the meeting room. The three of you notices the guy walks off, and Ignis very quickly messages the guy.
The guy.
Messages the vendor that went off. Messages you, Ignis. You very
Messaged me about the
clearly
vendor?
messaged Kane regarding
Yeah.
the vendor heading towards him. Now, for the two of you, J5 and Artyom, you guys are intelligent enough to realize something must be going on with Kane, which means when he returns, he'll be on slightly higher alert than before this. The absence of Kane will need to be remedied. So, what do you guys do?
Oh.
Come up with a convincing lie. Alright, we can gaslight him.
Just
Yeah,
you can
I
either
can
gaslight him or
gaslight him.
think about.
Yeah, I was thinking of gaslighting him too. What?
Well, either that or
He was
think
never
about
here.
where would Kane go in a place that has people.
Where would as in he left to go somewhere
He
else?
just bored and left. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could be it.
I don't know. I don't know if he'd be able to successfully gaslight him since he spoke to me and gave me control of the robot.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
I'll try super hard. Don't worry.
My gaslighting's fun.
All right. The door opens up and the man returns to you guys once more. Sorry about that. A little bit of problem
Everything
with the
okay?
Oh no, all good. Just a little bit problem with the shipment is all. All right.
Okay.
It became Spanish. It became Scottish for some reason now.
Yeah, is he holding the dagger?
No. But Ignis would notice that there's a pair of daggers sheathed on his waist now. Alright, where were we? So, what do you think, Mr. Rodriar? You prefer to purchase maybe 2 or you say 3? Or should we consider ordering a little bit more? What do you say?
Would there be like a discount or something if we order a bit more?
I think I can give you 1,000 gold discount. What do you say? If you're able to buy 5 or more, I'll give you 1,000 gold discount, huh?
1,000 out of 50, barely one per. That's Hold on, I'm.
It's still 1,000. You can pay, I don't know, 1,000 of your workers with that, huh? Come on.
Maybe more importantly, I wanted to ask because we do all kinds of kick-ass shit, right? How far?
It's only a
can
2% discount. What the heck? Okay.
Look at the mathematician here. Wow. All right. So anyway,
Yeah, well, the calculator.
how can we actually boost the capabilities? Like, sure, it can take a glaive and swing it around. So can my neighbor John.
I see. I understand. Why buy a Pheramite when you can just hire someone, huh?
Exactly. Yeah.
What if I tell you something like this one over here is already almost as good as you when you were beginning to adventure, huh? In the beginning, we have a standard model on how much you can assign to them. These people, they are actually pretty well statted out, if you want to say. I'd say, if you want to start it, we can give you one of them with a 15 strength, 14 dexterity, and 13 constitution. Already good, no? Where can you find a person with that level of statistics, huh?
13
Exactly.
constitution,
And
12 strength.
adventures, you know what I mean? I was more thinking about the lines of like, I don't know, off the top of my head, like, can we give it a class?
That's an interesting idea. That is an interesting, and I have to say, I do not know about that. Well, they are technically a creature. Any creature can receive a class, But unlike the others, they don't really have sentience, so to speak.
Yeah, that kind of
What
brings
if
the whole soul discussion, right?
That's
what
true,
if
that's true.
giving class gives them sentient?
That is a good question as well.
Oh wait, can I do awaken on it? Would it then have sentience?
Certainly, but I do not recommend it because it may interrupt with the enchantment of the thing that's already on top of it. Usually people use awakening on things like rocks or animals, they don't have any magical things already pushed into it. This one, on the other hand, is a magical being. Trying to give it sentience might be disrupting its original magic and may cause the product to become defective. However, the Atkins Menagerie is not responsible for any
Or
modification that we have that perform on the Ferromite themselves.
or it could work. And we have another Warforge. Maybe that's how you get more Warforges.
Uh, to interject before anybody explodes here. I hate to pull that card, but could we talk to Atkins about this? Like, no offense to you or your skill, but
no,
we're
understandable.
like high grade adventurers, kind of looking for like how do I say this? Comparable things if we're gonna pay out that much.
That's fair
An
enough. That's
awaken
fair enough.
is a spell that most druids know, but I assume you won't meet a lot of druids. I do know that spell.
That's fair enough. I agree. There is some knowledge I do not know after all. Why don't I go and meet him later today? See if he's free to meet up with you guys, and then we'll see how it goes. Huh? What do you say?
Wait, so you can meet him today?
I will try to. He's a very busy
Ah.
man. We'll see if he wants to meet me after all.
Just say, hey, maybe we found some adventurers mentioned. No, yeah, sure. Some adventurers mentioned that there's a way to perfect your thing.
Oh,
And
I'll let him know. I'll let him know. Thank you very much. Oh, well, maybe we can
wait,
put a
inside, will
pin
he
on this.
actually?
Yeah, sure.
Will he actually? Eh.
Woo!
He seems like he will let the other person, Thaddeus, know about your presence and your suggestions.
Okay.
Alright? So, I guess we can put a pin on this. We can maybe figure out pricing and everything later, and then we'll see how we
Hey,
can do this.
maybe if it does help, we could get one at a half price even. Mhm.
We'll see. Again, I am merely the manager of this place. I do not put the prices in. But thank
Of
you very
course, of
much, everybody. Is there anything other items? Why don't you go ahead in the back room and get yourself settled there? The Ferromite turns around and begins walking to the back room. All right. So, where were
What
we?
does that mean? Get yourself settled. Oh, right. Okay. Never mind. I thought it's like, oh, check on that person in the back room.
So, is there any other items you would like to see, or shall we end our meeting right here today?
Oh, I like to see some like magic items. Basically to stall.
Of
I would
course,
say.
of course.
I would say the
You're
second
saying that
part.
in
Obviously.
character.
I'm sorry, what?
She said, I basically want to stall after saying something in character. It sounded like she said it to him.
Say I
the-
want to.
Fake
She
Radriar
wanted to
will
shop, not stall.
Ah. Well,
fake Radriar will
Yeah,
pull
I mean
Ignis aside
stall
and be like,
alright.
is shop, right? In common. I'm saying the right thing. What do you mean?
Yeah, because
He
stall shop. I mean stall.
goes over with Radriar / Artyom to the side for a bit. Yes, how can I
oh, there
help
it
you?
goes.
Hello, 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 hello,
Rest in
hello,
peace.
hello, 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 hello,
He goes
hello,
over
hello. Can you
and
hear
shuts
me?
the.
Hey,
Hello,
welcome back.
hello. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, I've been singing. So, um, he pulls Artyom / Radriar aside. Yes, is there anything I can help you with?
No, I actually want to talk to her, actually.
Oh,
And
to
point at
Ignis.
Ignis.
I thought the guy. Okay, alright, my bad. Alright.
Gonna pull Ignis aside and whisper very, very, very quietly into her ear. Tell Kane that the machine is coming his way, and also tell him
What
he
is
still has
coming his way?
control over it. The machine.
The machine. Ah.
And tell him he still has control over it, should it go that badly.
Does he?
It's never explicitly revoked, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I'll tell
Oh
Caleb.
no.
I'll tell
The
Kane
DL is
about it.
Just in case it confronts him.
Then I'll send another message to Kane to say that, like, I'd say, machine heading your way. You might have control over it still, but maybe don't risk it. I hope you can get out.
Which we pan over to the room right now. Kane, you're in the middle of trying to lockpick this drawer here when you hear Ignis is speaking into your head. Go ahead, roll dexterity sleight of hand, because this lock is not that complicated. Okay.
Dexterity or sleight of hand, which?
Sleight of hand, go ahead. 21. You do it, fiddle with the lock a little bit when when the lock just ting, the door lock unlocks, and you hear Ignis telling you that the machine is coming in your direction right now.
Fuck. Can I respond back to her or no?
Yes, you can.
I'm using sending, not message. So, even message you can.
Okay. Trying not to leave a trace. Have diary in hand. Should I risk taking it?
Oh, Ignis, did you disconnect again?
That
Oh
again?
no.
Oh, I disconnect.
Yep.
Oh no.
I disconnect again.
What?
No,
Did you
no,
not
no,
hear me?
no, no, no.
Hello,
Oh, no,
hello.
what?
Can you hear me now?
Hello,
Yeah, okay.
welcome back.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I heard you.
No.
I said,
Daniel and me and Aina disconnected again, I think.
No, it's just you. People can hear me.
I couldn't hear you either. You cut off mid
Really?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
happened.
Yep.
Yeah. When I go to shit, you go to shit as well. Like, we're living in the same
No,
house.
no. It's your PC numbing.
Oh.
Says the one that takes hours to load your Baldur's Gate game. Anyways, go on. Kane, what do you think? Oh, sorry, Ignis. You want to resend? You want to reply to Kate?
Yeah, I wanted to say, shit, I forgot. I wanted to say, he asked me about the journal, right? Whether he should
Yeah,
or
whether or
not.
not she should take it or not. Yeah.
Then I'll say, can you leave without making one, even if you take the journal? If you can, then take it. If not, I don't know, maybe take it. I don't know.
All right, Kane. You hear that in your head. What do? As you now hear, tigging, tigging on the outside of the door.
Okay, I'm going to leave the journal where it was, close and lock, lock up the drawer,
All right.
escape to the ceiling.
You climb back up to the ceiling just in time as the door open and you see the bot kind of walks inside. It looks at the cabinet, the weapons cabinet that was open just now. It walks over, closes it, latches it, and walks over to the beside the table, and then just stands there, motionless.
It's just docking itself.
Keen, you walk amongst the roof of the establishment, so you can hear the people underneath chatting. You can hear the crowd on the outside. Where are you headed? Outside or just one of the rooms?
I'm gonna head to the crowd, merge into the crowd, find a small group of people, strike up conversation with them.
Kane is still invisible, right?
Kane is still invisible, yes.
Oh, is there any way I can get rid of the invisibility?
You
Yeah, you
can
can.
choose to
Just
drop it.
drop.
Yeah, you cast it, so
Yeah,
you
drop
can
it.
choose
So
to.
once I land amongst the crowd, I'm gonna drop the invisibility, and I'm just gonna, as I'm walking, it's like they use it in FBI terms. It's like quick quick disguise. As you walk, you kind of just like add little components. So as I walk, I'm gonna like, brush back my hair, add some glasses,
Yeah.
change myself just enough to where I look more like a regular person
Yeah.
and not,
Yeah,
Kane Dietrich.
yeah, you pull out what do you call it? You manage to pull a scarf covering some of the weapons on your waist. You manage to pull a hat to put it on top of you. You're gonna put some grab some dust, put some eyeshadow on your eye, look very different as you walk out into the hallway. And you wait for a bit when you see Artyom, Ignis, and J5 walk out of the place as well, looking worried because they don't see J5. We don't see Kane for a while now.
Hey, there you are. You
You
could have
don't notice
told us.
Kane.
Oh wait. I thought Kane dropped it, didn't he?
Yeah,
Did.
Kane's in
Ma,
disguise
I'm a
right now.
master of disguise.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm just gonna walk around.
You guys are outside the building now?
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys know where
Okay,
Kane
you guys
is?
are like looking, and some guy's gonna like just pop up beside you and be like, "Whoa, the art of the, whoa, it's Ash."
As a random person just goes up to you and starts praising you for some reason, Ignis.
What the?
I'm gonna like grab
Hi.
Ignis's hand with one of Ignis's hands with both mine, and I'm gonna be like shaking it up and down really excitedly, like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm meeting you."
Hi. Hi. It's nice to meet a fan.
Oh, you betcha. I've been a fan for a long time, and he's gonna like crane his head, look around. Where's the tall, handsome guy? Where's he at?
Yeah, Ignis rolls. Of course, it's always the tall, handsome
Artyom
man.
is back at the mansion, actually.
I think he means they mean Kane.
Oh, that's such a shame. I would have loved to meet him. And then the hat comes off, and you see a wink.
Where did the fan go? So excited to meet Kane.
I was so confused.
Oh, it's just a fan. Hat comes off. It's Kane the fan.
All right, so you guys managed to regroup in front of the
So-
stall now with your
Yeah, so Kane winks. Let's walk and talk. Find some place to drink.
Sarah walks out. Wait for me! As you guys walk out of the stall, and continues walking with you throughout the whole time. So you guys walk out, try to find a place to drink. There are various cafes in this area, so you manage to find one with a lot of cute cats. As a picture on the outside, it's kind of like a cat cafe a little bit, as there are a couple of cats walking around.
Can't speak with animals.
You can't speak with animals.
They all hate you.
Hey, stop.
And you manage to find a desk where you guys can pet some cats and chat. Sarah dutifully finds a different table to sit and pet play with cats.
I'm gonna get 1 or 2 cats with me. The ones that are like, hey, hello. The one that's like nice to, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. You say that, but then you get like 5 cats around you instead. 2 on your shoulders, 2 on your lap, 1 on your head.
I'm surrounded by kitty.
And the rest of you sit around the table. So, what do you talk about?
I think Kane's laptop died.
Oh no!
So,
Oh no.
In
so
that
we gotta
case,
give him.
Kane will tell you all the what do you call it? All the various things that he went through, basically. All the he told you about the shipment manifest that he found. He told you about the order list that he found. He told you about that piece of letter with Atkins, a couple of pages that he found. He told you about the coin that is currently in the owner's pocket, Aroa. You are able to. He also tells you about the journal that he contemplated taking, but then decided against it instead. But it turned off right at the wait for me. Alright, yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Kate is out now.
Okay. Kane just did Kane bring anything back or?
Kane would have a wax imprint basically of the paper that he tried to wax out. It's not gonna be very good imprint, but it is possible for you to read it a little bit. But no, Kane did not take anything. He only copied some shapes, as he puts it.
Can we try and read the wax copy that he says that is about Atkins?
All right, go ahead and roll me D100, please, and that's how the percentage of a thing that Kane managed to copy.
Should everyone try or just one
One
person?
person, one person. It is not try.
Guidance.
This is not about skill. This is more about luck. How much Kane was able to copy.
No. I rolled low just now, so
D100.
Okay, wants to do it.
Do what?
Artyom.
Hey,
Oh,
welcome
it came back.
Right.
Okay, roll a
Arthur
D100.
is-
Yeah, Kane rolled
Okay.
100.
So basically, what I was I was telling them that you informed them about what had happened, about what you were able to copy on your paper, and then on that the wax thingy that you were doing with the long, paper with a lot of paragraph and stuff. So we're trying to see how much that wax was able to capture. So
Oh,
go
no.
ahead.
Do you want me to
and
roll a
the
D100?
D100?
He wants, yeah, the 100.
Percentage. See how much.
He wants you to roll a 100 on a D100.
Do that. Can I
Roll
get
a
guidance?
D100.
So,
No.
91!
Ooh.
Sorry, my thing's reloading.
He
It's okay.
is used to doing this. He's done this multiple times. He knows the consistency that is needed to capture it's not too melty because then it will stain the original paper. It's not too dry because then it's not going to capture the form. You know the perfect, melting temperature to create the stain and everything. You take a second sheet of paper and you use I don't know, maybe what you call charcoal that Ignis produces, and try to sketch out the whole paragraph of report that you were able to copy.
Behold my genius!
And when the report, some words are illegible, but for the most part, it is readable. It essentially is a briefing to Roa about kind of the features and abilities of this place. It also shows like what materials are needed. It shows that it is made from just your typical iron, but feel free to exaggerate and say that it's made from titanium and platinum alloy or something like that. The people
Wow.
wouldn't know. You read on it a little bit more. You see that there are a couple of defects and how to fix it when it happens during the demonstration. You can see the defects are basically when when there are some difficulties when trying to perform actions that is above DC 20 basically. When it tries to do that, it starts to kind of glitch out a little bit if it's too difficult. He also described that when trying to avoid giving abstract instructions or instructions that requires a lot of thinking. It's not great at doing that. So it's mostly that kind of stuff, just telling about the features and its actual weakness and how to not promote those weaknesses.
Okay.
Our handler isn't there, right?
Your handler is there
like,
on a
she's
separate
not-
table.
Yeah.
One table over.
Yeah, so we know it is made of iron, right?
Yeah.
Can we look at the shipping manifest? Is there any address to the raw materials being shipped to?
Kane did not copy the entire manifest. Kane only copied commonly sent location, commonly sent commonly ordered, like people who order the item.
Materials.
Yeah.
Essentially, any shipments that were regular, implying commonly sent out or commonly received, like a supply chain.
So Kane would write down common shipment items are obviously ferromite. Another commonly a thing that is written down is what you call redacted shipment, and then there is also miscellaneous gems.
Oh, that one guy who also got a steal on the price.
Yeah, that one is Thaddeus Atkins.
Oh, but he had to buy his own product?
Bought at a much cheaper price, yes.
But it's his own product. Why does he need to buy it on his own?
It's a defective product. It's time to hide something.
Is it?
Can we see the address it is shipped to?
It is shipped to
Oh, that's good.
It is shipped to Solus Constru Laboratory, City of Meridrath.
It's in here.
It's in the castle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why the Empire can like, hey, you want to meet him? Here you go. Because he's here.
Ooh, I found him! Yes!
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
And I even avoided nicking anything of value.
The- the-
So he has no proof, and he has no proof I was there.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
there is still one angle we can tackle this. There's an order manifest, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Once an order has been put in, how long it does it take to ship out?
Sorry, what order has been put in? Oh, order of ferromite.
Ferromite. Yeah.
You can see that it will usually the fastest, because some of them are like, because right now the older ones now is like it's like a backlog, so it takes a long time. But early on, when the ferromite was launched, it usually takes them 6 to 10 months to deliver one.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's Wait, do people know that Artyom is an ass?
They should.
I think they do, yeah.
So if that guy went to talk to Thaddeus, that ass has an idea,
Yeah.
he would know that Artyom's here.
Yep.
Well, not necessarily that I am here. After all, I went through the effort of disguising myself, but
But we have been
we will
hanging
know
out
we'll work
around the
together, at the
city.
very least.
Okay.
So, what do you guys want to do now? You have the information. Thaddeus is going to go and meet. Roa is going to go and meet Thaddeus later in the day. You're able to get all this information. What do you guys want to do now?
We can go tail him to the meeting.
That's exactly what I was going to suggest, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you spent some time chill at the cafe, spent some time with the cats as the day slowly gets later and later and later. And during the time
Wait, does the cat say anything that interesting to me?
they say you're so warm, I like sitting on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly that. That's why. And then of course there's a lot of
Um,
food. Food! Give me some! Just shouting at you.
Okay.
That is good at their job.
But yeah. You wait until the sun sets a little bit, and wait until the time when the shops are starting to close in, and then you begin making your way towards the menagerie once more. You
Did
would
we pass
see,
without a trace? I'll pass without a trace.
sure, you would be able to see the owner, the manager, kind of see is waving goodbye to his staff, and begins walking off towards the castle. You guys chase after him for a bit. He walks around and he begins to make his way towards the castle, basically. He walks over towards that area. He arrives at the gates. The guards look at him for a bit, gives him a nod, and begins allowing him to walk inside. During this time,
Oh wait, Sarah's here.
are you guys tailing the guy?
Sarah's here, guys.
We mean metaphorically.
Okay.
You know how like taking out someone can mean, take him out and then Kane like does his across the neck thing, or take him out and he does like a finger gun and wink.
Yeah.
We're essentially sorry, they're picking up terminology from Neon from Lacardad. It's kind of like the same thing, but we say kill over there,
Got
because it's
it.
taking someone out.
Got it. Oh, so you guys are headed towards the castle as well? Or
I'm casting pass without a trace too. I wouldn't have done that. I forgot Sarah's here.
she's doing her job.
Oh my god.
So,
Hmm.
what you doing? You wanna...
Go out for dinner? Let's go.
Yeah, we can keep talking about this guy I want to take out.
Ooh, do you mean the Emperor? Did you know that there were rumors that he's into men, Sarah? And I just like, can I
She kind of like
Can we
closes her mouth. No, that's blasphemy. You shouldn't say that.
really? That's
Why is it
blasphemy.
blasphemy?
I mean, no, I
Wait.
mean like he's kind of like a, demigod kind of character. You don't want to piss him off, right?
Why would that piss him off? Why would
Why
it
would it
be?
piss him off?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Is it bad that if someone's gay? Huh, Sarah? Huh?
I mean,
Is it
no,
bad? Huh?
you're bullying me.
No, I'm not, Sarah.
Kane slings his arm around her. He's just only a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
But come on. And he kind of, shakes her a little bit. He's cute, isn't he?
yes, it's so much. She's so cute. And he usually likes elves as well, so like maybe I have a chance. Gonna hold her ears a little bit.
Oh, so he's like, damn shame. I doesn't seem like I do. And then he pulls his round ears.
No, but Kane, he has married a human before.
Yes, a human.
A human, so technically you have a chance.
Looks like we're both still in the running. And Kane like holds his hand up to her to like give like a secret little high five. We're still in the running.
Gives you a high five.
Or maybe, he wants something a little bit different and wants like a fire genasi or something, I don't know.
Ma'am, you are engaged.
He
Just
lives
with
for
your
a long
capacity,
time.
man,
I
woman.
could have a child, and he could be my son-in-law. My ambitions are high. Basically, I think Ignis and Carrie gonna like distract Sarah while I think Artyom and J5 try to sneak in if possible.
So the two of
I'll
you
give
wanna sneak in?
I'll give Artyom foresight for
Oh wow, now?
the duration.
Alright, okay.
No, not now. As in when it gets closer to the time, so that they'll have it easier to
Yeah,
sneak
right.
around.
I mean, like it's either now or never. You're gonna lose sight of him as he walks up the steps to get into the castle. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah. I mean, I could do it silently too. I mean, like it'll just.
all right. So Artyom and J5, you guys, what do you call continue walk up towards the castle while Ignis and Kane is distracting Sarah with talks of the Emperor. The two of you walk up to the castle walls, and the tool guard, noticing you guys approach, he kind of walks over towards you. Halt! Purpose visiting the castle?
Go for it.
Aesthetics.
Real quick, are we staying in the castle?
No, you're
Yeah.
No.
staying in one of the many buildings outside the castle.
We didn't establish any kind of story for why we're here, did we?
No.
No, we just kind of got here. We could have used the time that we were in the cat cafe to talk about things.
You good.
Why are we here?
While you guys are, well, what do you call it? Ignis and Kane, you guys steer Sarah off away, but during the whole time you can see Sarah is kind of like looking behind her occasionally to see Artyom and J5 who's walking the other way. Artyom and J5, you walk away and head towards the guards as, trying to figure out a way to get inside, and the guards wave their hands greeting you. Halt! What's your purpose here? And that is where we're gonna end our session today, where you guys can figure out your story off session, and then next session you guys can lie your way into the place. So this will be fun. Fun.
I will need a week to think of an
There you go. Yeah.
I mean,
That's good.
we still need to keep Sarah away from looking.
My
This is
reason for being
already-
here, I'm here to seduce your emperor.
I
Hey,
don't think that's gonna fly.
split the party. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
So
Arta has foresight if he needs it.
that's true. So yeah, we're gonna stop here for now. Thank you very much, guys, for playing, and we'll see you guys next week. And hopefully we have Paragon Lost and Arcade 12 next week. So fingers crossed, guys. Bye bye.
Last session of September. Oh my god.